be loyal to you, Master. I'll be loyal to you.
This podcast is sponsored by RealComicBooks.com. RealComicBooks.com. RealComicBooks.com.
That's right, people. What do we got to show for you today? First of all, I got to tell you, it's a good-looking group because of me. It's always a good-looking group because of me, even when I don't even have fare. But you know what? It's not all about me, people. It's about the talent we bring to the show, and his name is Ryan Kincaid. Everyone else just fails the comparison. If we had Ryan Kincaid and Mark Fenton create a book together, that would be right. As Krusty the Clown would say, all right. All right. Here we go, people. Let's bring in some folks. We have a show for you. We're going to talk about some always and collectibles. We have some fantastic people you know and love, and I'll start bringing them in. First of all, let's bring in the best color man in the business, my little Habibi. Oh, my little Habibi, where are you? Come in here, my little man.
Isar, how are you, my friend? Good to see you.
I'm doing good. Yeah, you're looking good, my friend. You're looking good.
Too. Pin the comment. Pin.
All right. Oh, maybe pin the comment. Okay, all right. So before we get this started, I encourage you guys to go to the YouTube so you can jump in the chat and start talking. And I'll say it again, the problem with streaming on the IG is that the panel does not see your comments. We just don't. I mean, I see it and Dan is monitoring it, but if you comment there, everyone else doesn't see it. So we would have either relay the messages to the panel. It's a thing, man. It kind of sucks. What's up going on there, Old Man Warrior? Peter, always appreciate you guys so much. Let's bring in the rest of the crew. We have writer extraordinaire, Mr. Mark Fenton, my friend, the writer of Merciless comic book. Yes, he's it's a great read, people. I'm telling you right now. I had a chance to not read it.
Says the guy who hasn't read it.
That's why I just said I had a chance to not read it. And but everyone else has read it and they say that's phenomenal. So that's the talents of our friend Mark. All right, so now let's bring in what's it? Oh yeah, our buddy Ish, my brother from another color. Look at that.
Listen, I don't need an introduction. You already know who I am.
Oh, okay.
So what I need to do is I need to double down on what Caesar just said. This show is too damn dope. I mean, it is fire, especially this iteration, the Real Dracula's Wolf podcast. So if you are only watching on Instagram, what are you doing? Go to YouTube. Pay it forward. Like, really, Caesar really deserves you to go to YouTube, you to be able to actively participate so we can see your comments and kick it with you, for you to put him in that algorithm so we can keep this thing flaming like it has been, because this has been fire. And Caesar has been bringing this to you in some iteration for 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Go over to YouTube.
Yeah.
Go over to YouTube and fucking give this man his respect. Lord
Every
knows.
new participant in YouTube is one step closer to getting our Caesar to read. Think about that.
And for,
Every
for 99 cents again.
You start playing the Sarah McLachlan music in the background too.
Arms of the Angel. For 99 cents. Shout out Old Man Warrior. Shout out Peter Maresca. Shout out Carm. Everyone that's in the comments. All right.
What's going on there, Wendy? How are you doing? I'm so glad, Wendy, that you're here. Yeah, I love it, man. This is good. All right, let's bring in the good stuff. The artist extraordinaire. He's a friend of the show. He's actually like the secret co-host at times. My friend, our friend.
Man.
What's going on?
Mr. Kincaid. Then we have the two guests. One I respect very much. The other one I still don't know why the fuck he's doing here. And I think he just saw that and he just realized it. So this is my friend Greg. Everybody, it's Georgie Holmes. Greg, yeah, first time on the show. That's
up,
good
guys?
stuff.
Thank you, Caesar. Hey, man,
Well,
I'm impressed with your production quality. That was an awesome intro. And
Oh, you like that intro?
these
Huh?
hosts, and I'm here with Ryan Kincaid. I mean, what else could you ask for?
Yeah. All right.
Oh, just wait.
Yeah. Then we have a guy who's been on my show once before, and it's gonna be this is the second time. Kevin K-Van, look at that.
I'm the guy
is
who
doing-
said he doesn't know why he's here, and I said that before I
come on,
heard. I'm
Kevin.
like, I don't belong in this company, but I showed up. That's me.
Kevin, I've
Of
gotten
course
some
you
great
do,
pieces of art hanging on my wall thanks to you, my friend. So
Let's
Yeah,
go.
we got some good people coming in. What's going on there, Chef? Our buddy Chef David. Miss you, brother. Yeah,
Desperado
man.
David,
Thank
enjoy
you.
that vacay, brother.
Appreciate you finding the YouTube, man. Really appreciate you finding the YouTube. Give it a thumb.
You guys. Let me get you guys a little closer. There we go.
We can touch.
I got to tell you guys, go to the. You guys got to go to the YouTube because if you guys are talking on IG, it just falls on deaf ears, man. It's kind of tough, but at least you get to see the show and all that good stuff.
I mean,
All
we're
right,
watching
let's-
IG. It's just you're not interacting with us.
Your comments
it's-
deserve Dan's innuendo-filled responses.
Oh,
That's right.
Caesar's not going to
Well,
read
we
them, so
could
we
just-
will
I
read
thought-
them and pass them on.
I thought Dan was here just to read the IG comments the whole time.
I can't read.
I normally do mute him, and he just unmutes and says something, and then goes back on mute.
Somebody let
all
our
right,
boy
people.
Bronson know. Somebody let our boy Bronson know we're live.
Yeah, where's Bronson? Yeah, our man from down under. All right, guys, let's
You ever
get
get
into
No.
let's get into this. Before we're gonna talk about collectibles, we're gonna talk about some OA art. And let's tie this down to SDCC was the hottest place to be this past weekend.
Here's my boy.
I gotta tell you guys what's going on there, my man. Thank you, mate. So this is the thing. Every single time Kevin went live on IG, he was at SDCC, and the first thing you automatically see is OA art. He was hanging out with our boy Matt Tutulo on his table and wheeling
Shout
and
out,
dealing.
Matt. Buffalo.
Kevin was buying. I mean, he was the pimp of the community when it came to OA. He was like, people like, I want that. He's like, sold, right? And it's crazy. So let me ask, and so let's see. We had Kevin was there, Ryan Kincaid was there, and Mark was there as well. And we talked about it a little bit in the green room. I heard it was absolute craziness at SDCC. Kevin, do you agree? Was it like this is mad?
So yes, it was. And funny story, the whole experience is crazy. I hate big cities for this reason. It's like madness, and I hate one-way streets. They should ban one-way streets. And the first day I drove up, actually, I'm at least 500 to 1,000 deep because I backed into someone trying to park. And I was just like so annoyed. I'm like,
You went the long way on a one-way street?
No, but I parked in the taxi line to try and park. By the way, it was $100 to park at the Marriott next door. But anyway, then the amount of people. Now, I did not get exposed to it because I literally stayed in Artist Alley, and I'm super annoyed. I didn't even freaking think to go visit Ryan. Which booth were you at, Ryan?
We'll get into that.
Yeah, because I walked Artist Alley. I did not see you there. So I stayed in a very small area. But the amount of people that were going by me, it was madness. It's like a city in there. I would never go back.
Until next year, right?
You're not the only one that said that, Kevin.
I wouldn't go back because I don't like big crowds. OAX was 100 times better than that because it's much more intimate, low, like it's all art. I would never go back to San Diego ever again. It's too many people. Too many.
It is a lot of people.
$80.
That's my
$80 to buy internet per day.
What?
Yeah.
$80.
Whoa!
I'm actually surprised it wasn't more, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, $80 to buy internet, $100 to park. So for 2 days, just in parking and internet, I was like, I don't know, 300-400 deep.
$80 for internet. I mean, for that price, you can get one of those fucking packs from World War II when they carry it around with the fucking. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
And
so
it's not guaranteed to work.
That's par for the course.
Wasn't even Starlink.
Yeah, that's par for the course.
Yeah, right.
Which is why I don't like to go to them. I like more intimate, small things, small shows. Yeah. So does my wife. That went right by you guys.
I didn't want to. It's a little too early for me.
No,
I'm just
we're
shaking
still,
my
we're
head
still
because
waking
I'm
up
not even
here.
gonna
We're
play
still
it.
waking up.
No. There was a ton. Let's just put it this way. It was crap. Ryan probably has a better perspective because he was. Oh shoot!
It's kind of like what Caesar you said. I think Ryan mentioned it too. It's sort of what you go for, right? Like, Evan, you like Kevin, you like the art, and just you don't love crowds, so yeah, the fit is different for everybody, I guess. I have not gone, but I think if you go to see friends and that's your thing, or you want to see the new stuff. I mean, yeah, I think there is something for everyone, but you gotta know it's going to be a madhouse.
It's so you could imagine, right? The Uber rides get hiked up, the food, hotels, a bottle of water. I'm assuming they just ramp it up, right? That San Diego gets they get revenue up the yin yang, right? They salivate when they think about Comic-Con coming soon. It's absolutely crazy. So that being said, Kevin, so you were going about, right? You're finding all these this fantastic OAs. How was it for you? Like, did you have a hard time? Was your head spinning where you're like, don't know where to look?
Not really, because I knew what. So when I go to OAs, my priority is always to try and get time with artists, because I want people to buy. In my opinion, if you can buy from the artist, it's direct from the source. Right. And so you should be getting the best deal. And the other option to that is you might be paying a little more, but if there's anyone I would ever want to overpay for art, it's directly from the artist so that he at least gets the benefit, right? And so I always try to target artists. So whenever I go to cons, I'm in the artist first, then I have a handful of dealers that I've already done streams with, and I usually would go to them and it's easy. The problem is the dealers are easy because people have bought from them before on the IG show. When I go to the artists, I front it, and that got wild. I don't know if you saw the Stan Sakai stream.
Yeah,
no.
But I was trying not to front. We sold $46,000 for Stan Sakai.
Oof. There were some big pieces. I was
surprised.
I asked about a couple. I was like,
I had to front 30,000 of that.
Woo-wee.
Well, I didn't have to. I did it because I don't know. I'm an idiot. I've been packing.
As you knew.
It's cool you do that, man. You bring a lot of people there that couldn't make it, and I think it's great what you do. Though.
Well, it's a service. You're giving a service, Kevin. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I mean,
and to be fair, he's not jacking up prices like everybody else jacks up prices.
You're doing the Lord's work, my friend, because there's people out there who are like, there's pieces I want, but I can't afford. I can't go. I'm in Podunk, Indiana, but I love to collect. And you're there, and you're like, I have this Cyclops, and someone's like, claim, I want it. You're like, done. Not many people do that on the spot. So that's some good stuff. Mark, let me ask you as a
Cesar, and focus in on that real quick, Cesar, because that is kind of very selfless task. I mean, to go to a con, it's very busy, and to bring that stuff to people's screens who can't be there for one reason or the other, whether it's distance, money, whatever, man, you're doing God's work. I mean, for sure. It's so appreciated.
No, and I enjoy, honestly. So a big part of art and people, and I've got nothing but gratitude. And I'm like, hey, man, listen, I'm getting a lot out of this. A lot of the fun for me is the education. So I get to see tons of artwork, and then I get to facilitate it selling. And so I get to do like 90% of the fun of acquiring a piece of art, except for the last 10%, which is using my own money to pay for it and bring it home.
Yeah.
I use other people's money. And I'm full disclosure, I do benefit. I've met a ton of people, a ton of artists. Stan Sakai, I chatted with him, chopped it up with him. He gave me a free piece of art because he was super like I get benefits for like I'm in the game of favors, right? Like it's not maybe necessarily monetary, but it's favors, and I love it. I meet people, I have connections. I had a free badge from the Tulio for this like all those things.
Matt's a friend of the show. He's a great guy.
I want to stop you right there, Kevin, because you said you get favors and what have you, and
speaking of Matt,
I want to.
Yeah. He's such a great guy.
Yep, he is. I want to ask you, for the audience sake, for those who don't know you, for those who may not watch today but may find this show on YouTube tomorrow or next week, can you tell the audience exactly what you do?
So there's two things that I do.
Skip the rear ending part. The rear ending part.
And the small intimate small that part.
Yeah.
You can skip
so
that.
on the day-to-day, I host dealers and artists on IG. And essentially they come on, they'll show art, people will make claims. I write them all down. So I facilitate people acquiring art. That's the day-to-day on IG. Then when I go to cons, I basically stream the entire time, and people who aren't there want to buy things. So I basically buy it for them, and then I ship it out to them. And so that's kind of in a nutshell what I do, I guess.
You're an art facilitator.
Yeah, sure.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
sure.
Honestly, it's a good thing. And I'll say this in all honesty. It's a good thing I have, and I do this as a hobby and do not do it for the money. I have a good job. I'm blessed, and I'm happy to pass on my ability to do this for people. That's what it's fun for me. But rue the day that I ever need a new career, because I will blow all of these art reps out of the water. Like I'll take over the industry because I would crush it at that. I do not want another job, but if I ever did, I would freaking crush. Like I've got some reps that are like, oh, I only want to do email, or oh, I don't have IG, or oh, I'm like, dude, what are we doing?
Yeah. So let me bring in Greg. I'm gonna bring you in.
Matt's asking you to hold your horses there. He said easy now, but in translation, hold your horses there, bud.
And I will say this. No. And I'm very blunt. Matt is by far, and I say this in all seriousness, 5 to 10x better than most reps I've ever met. Like he's unbelievable.
He's the real article.
He really is what they should model. Like he works but I've met a ton of.
Can I throw something out here, Kevin? I've seen Matt at a couple cons, and he will treat everybody like their family.
He's the best.
Yeah.
And I hope I haven't met as many reps, but the ones I have, most of them are not like Matt.
Yeah.
I want before we move on to Greg, everybody who's watching, I know you're here on YouTube. Don't be assholes. Go and fucking subscribe to this damn channel, because hello, it's hard for a brother to try to get fucking followers on a new podcast. So do me a favor, hit the subscribe, hit the notify. Kevin is doing his part. He's bootlegging off a video. He's hustling over here. Go my YouTube, please.
So no knock on
subscribe.
Sam. No knock on Matt too, by the way. Good guy. Met him here in Buffalo with Sam last year at Kingpin Comics. Really cool guy. He's been on the show before. But I tell you, man after my own heart, Kevin. I love bluntness, forthrightness. It is what it is. Like you have to operate with that type of confidence, especially if you're a genuine person. Then it is what it is, right? So I love that, man. I think
I will say the downside to Kevin is that he does get Anthony's blood pressure up on the regular.
Oh,
on the regular.
Anthony, bless his heart, honestly. And here's the thing: I shouldn't do shows like this because I speak. I don't even know who's listening, but I'll say, Anthony, he's like a big teddy bear, and he's a lot of bark. I shoot him straight all the time, and he knows this. That's why I don't mind saying it out loud. But he can't really do anything about it because he does so well.
It's a
and
good dynamic. You guys on the screen together.
Yeah, you guys are
you would never
yang.
tell me to piss off because I'm like, I don't care. And the reason why it's fun for me is because this is a hobby. If it was a job, it would not be fun. Which is why I would never be a rep, why I would never be a dealer. Yeah, I would never do it. Anthony said, hey, let's go do this. Let's start something together. I'm like, then it's a job, and I have one of those. Like, the beauty of what I do is that tomorrow I could wake up and be like, I don't want to do that anymore.
But don't do that.
We need so you. Don't think I didn't ask Matt to be on tonight's show, and obviously he's like, I'm not going to be around. There you go. He's on his 6th delay, but we have plans to have him on September, so sometime in the future. So he's going to be definitely coming back. So Greg, well, actually, before I go to you, Greg, Mark, you went there for specific reasons, right? Were you in the booth, or did you have a booth?
No, we go. I mean, you can find a booth to set up at. We had friends we could set up, but for me, it was more like meeting with publishers, pitching. I like the panels. Like, I like to go into the panels and seeing what's coming up. And generally, you can get like cool free stuff afterwards. You can get exclusive comics. You can get all that stuff. And the panels aren't generally that bad. They usually aren't like super packed. You get up there right before they start. There's really not a line. They load you in. You sit there for 30 minutes, take it all in. This year, though, because Marvel came back for Spider-Man and for Doomsday, the line for Hall H was like crazy.
I heard Marvel owned. I heard they really started off as a DC type event, and then Marvel just kind of like.
So the funny thing with that though is 2 years ago we went. My daughter and I went. I won the lottery for the Deadpool Wolverine stuff, and in Hall H, and these assholes, man, people were posting like pictures of their letter that they got, email saying that they won that lottery and that they were able to get in. People were taking pictures of that and just showing
photoshopping
it and getting in. My daughter and I were in the line behind the convention center over by the water, and like our line never moved. Jeez. And finally, like the volunteers came over and they're like, oh, just leave because they're full. You got to go. And I was pissed, man. I'm like, well, what the fuck? I'm like, I won this, and I'm not getting in. And they're like, well, there's nothing we can do. And then afterwards, the convention was like, oh, it's Marvel's fault because they didn't do it correctly.
No, it's
Marvel
not.
Marvel was like, no, it's
the con's fault
because they didn't do it. And I was just like, man,
this con needs to do better. Every year you hear these nightmare stories like this. This year they were photocopying wristbands. Every year.
What a joke. Nothing boils my liver than two things. Thieves and fucking dance glasses. Two things fucking nothing pisses me off more than thieves and dance glasses. Greg, Greg, for someone like you, right? So someone like you, Kevin's a godsend, right? So you weren't there in San Diego, you're a collector, you want some shit. You're like, all right, Kevin. I especially if you got somebody in your back pocket as a homeboy and going, I need to go to STCC, I'm looking for a specific thing, right? I mean, that's some good stuff, right? It's to have somebody who's kind of doing that hustle for you. Did you get anything from Kevin?
I did. I got a few pieces. I mean, it's great. I think I was in like Chicago for part of it. I mean, I couldn't be there, and
Greg was on an airplane by himself.
See him live stream. Yeah, I was on the airplane. I think I got some on the way. That was fun. But yeah, I mean, it's great. Like these guys said, it's God sent just to have him putting his time in. I know, like you said, you get stuff out of it too. But good for you, man. It's great to be able to pop into something like that and get access front and center to some great artists that you're right in front of. And it feels different, honestly, than buying a normal IG sale, right? It's a little different experience, and I picked up a few good pieces, so I appreciate it.
No, it's a blessing to have. So once again, for everybody who's coming in, if you're watching this, go ahead and subscribe, follow for me on YouTube. I need it because I'm gonna one day quit my job and then quit this podcast, and then you'll never hear from me again. That's the American way, people.
Matt made a good way here about energy and this industry. And honestly, the collectible and the LCSs, it all needs a little bit of refresh, a little bit. I mean, when you have somebody like Kevin come in, the energy that comes with it. It brings hype. It brings excitement. It brings eyes to the screen that want to get this art and make this hobby that we love kind of like go and spread out. And I think that's one of the great things. And Matt made a good point. I think the same thing goes for like LCSs. You know, a lot of LCSs, you go in, they're the same old dark rooms, not refreshed, barely can see stuff, dust on the shelves, and a little bit of refresh never hurts anything. So yeah, I think that's part of it, Kevin, is the energy you bring. It just really is. It's a breath of fresh air.
Well, and Matt, I could see his comments. I mean, Matt and I have talked about this, and this is why Matt is so good at what he does, because he kind of got into it. He's talking about gatekeeping, and there's a staunchiness, and maybe Ryan can actually talk about this. There's a staunchiness, douchebaggery in collecting. Like
man.
Like my, you know what is bigger than yours. Like you don't know enough about this to get into, and art especially. Like there is this like superiority about collecting art, and it completely it's very offsetting to someone trying to get into it. And when the values are as crazy as they can get with original art, it's like this huge barrier to entry. And what I try to do, the main purpose of doing the shows was to trying to educate people.
Ronson took the word out of my head.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's trying to educate people on how to value art, because it's very subjective and it's very, very difficult.
Right.
Well, and Kevin, it's interesting because now more than ever with the applications and tools that we have available to us, like social media, you can actually see real-time manipulation of the market, like people doing stuff with art and artists and trying to inflate the values of their art to make what they have worth more while they limit access for everybody else to get it. So you actually see this happening. I won't name names, but I've seen it.
And the only way to get around it is to be exposed to it as much as possible, right? And so if you're going to buy a piece of art from an artist that you really like, and you saw on multiple shows that his art sells between $800 to $900, and then you go to a con and you see his art priced at $2,200, you're like, nice try. But before, a lot of people just don't know that. They see it, they like it, they think that the guy's being fair with his pricing, and then they get a good deal at $1,800 because it was marked at $2,200. But the reality is that stuff sells all day for $800 to $900. You just never see it because it all happens behind the scenes, and that's what I'm trying to bring to light. Is like, it's not a mystery. It's just you have to. Where do you buy original art? Until I started doing IG shows, I could, other than actually Greg would have art on his, which is why I would always,
amazing art. Greg's sales.
I spent so much money with Greg. Like my whole garage is Greg's redheaded stepsister's garage. Like he transferred his garage into my garage.
We got very similar tastes. You always.
Yeah, that's why I got into, like, Greg was the only show that ever had any art on it before I started doing the IG shows. And there was so little transparency out there on how art gets sold and for how much. That was the purpose of me trying to do it.
I think you're speaking of an experience that everybody who breaks into any type of medium experiences, right? Like the gatekeeper experience, especially someone who's new, who's fresh. And as Matt has already described, as bringing a new and different energy. You got all these old school mentalities, and it could be young people, right? Old school mentalities that form this gatekeeping type. I guess they can have my ass to kiss personally. You know what I mean? Like they literally can have my ass to kiss, but it comes down to people being threatened by something that is new or something that is
with a good time, Mitch.
What'd you say?
I said, don't tease us with a good time.
That's a fucking regular Tuesday night, you son of a bitch. Listen, but this is the thing. Let me tell you guys. This community, this comic book community, art community, it's almost one and the same because a lot of the ROAs are of comic art.
It's
we connected for a reason. Kevin's interest is my interest, is Greg's interest, is Dan's and Ryan's. Ryan's a fantastic artist, and he does these comic books fantastic. Then we have Mark, who writes comic books, and then we have Dan. Okay, and then we have Ish, who has a store and all that stuff and all that. We're here for a reason. So what pisses me off is the bigger dick than yours mentality, that for new people to come into this hobby, and if they happen to encounter that one douchebag the first time, they have that bad taste in their mouth, and it really kind of scorns them to want to ask another question or want to dive deeper into this hobby because they met one or two douchebags who are like, oh, no, why don't ask me about slabs? Fuck slabs. I read my books. I like to smell it. And it's like, wow, maybe it's bad to start slabbing my books.
Just
it's
do
like,
you.
No.
What you love.
Yeah. Collect what the fuck you want. It doesn't matter worth the shit. So speaking about collecting, Greg, let me ask you a question. So growing up, we finally found somebody, people on the show who's older than me. So screw all you guys. He's finally
Greg.
older
That's what he led with, Greg. By the way,
You're way too proud of that.
Yeah, but Greg looks like a 35-year-old.
That's what I was saying.
I've hung out with
Well,
Greg.
that's what I'm telling you. He's a happy man. That's what I'm saying. It's all these collectibles.
Are awesome.
Well, listen. So if you guys haven't gone to one of GRG homes, he also. Speaking of, let me help you guys out here, because you guys could. There we go. There you go. Follow that line down there.
Look at this.
So do this. Catch one of his shows, and no, he doesn't get the ad. Fuck him. So this is the thing. Go to one of GRG's homes. If you ever see his lives, he has a garage that is not a garage. It's where nerds go to die. I mean, if there's a heaven, that's the place to be.
They go to live, my friend.
Well, when you die, you go there. That's your Shangri-La. That's your Valhalla. That's the geeks Valhalla.
Wait. Is that where John
Nerd Holla?
No, that's where you wanted him to go.
No, that's what you wanted to go. So let me ask you, Greg, what got you? Have you always been like, if you were a kid, since you were a kid, you always liked collecting things? Were you a collector?
Yeah, my parents and my uncle, or he's my god, we call him my uncle. He's my godfather. We ended up moving up to like the Gold Country in Northern California, and tons of antique shops up there. And my godfather had an antique shop. And then my parents, after doing a few other things, ended up getting an antique shop. And that's how I got the Holmes Antique sign out front of my warehouse. I actually took my kids back to the old place that they had their antique shop a few years back. And I saw this OLME in the window up top when I took a picture of it on the porch. And I'm like, I think that's my parents' sign in that window. And someone had like jigs cut it just for a square thing to board up the window. But all the pieces were right below it. I had my old friend from high school go and retrieve it. And I put it back together and put it back on the outside, just sort of a homage to my parents. But that just got me into it. I was around it so much early, and my mom would go to London and buy all these crazy things. And I just got so fascinated by it. I mean, in the meantime, I was loving comic books as a kid. I was kind of a jock in high school, but I also had this secret life. I played D&D on the weekends with these other guys, and I kind of had a imaginative mind all along, and all that stuff just lined up. So yeah, it started early with that, and got busy with life and work and family, and it turned off a little bit. I was always going to antique shops and grabbing things here and there at little towns we'd visit, but I kind of got the sort of the gift of being able to take a little time off of work in 2020, and I rented this warehouse, and it was supposed to be temporary because we were building a house, and I got this golf simulator I was going to put in my house, and I put it in here in the meantime. And I started buying old signs, and I love old toys. I started collecting those again. And then I started cleaning my attic out as we were moving, and I found my old comic book collection again, and that sort of lit that up. And so that all started in 2020, and I just was 100% collector. I just grabbed stuff I loved, and it's like how you walk into an antique shop. It's just, they always say, hey, what are you looking for? And I'm just like, whatever finds me kind of thing. And it's like, it's got to sort of jump out at me. And yeah, so I started going big. I got introduced to the IG community, and bought a lot through that, Heritage, some of the other auction stuff.
And when he says he bought a lot, he means he bought a lot for other people because he throws credits around like a damn madman.
Well, I just
Daddy does.
I got into
Call him
selling.
Saint
I
Greg
love
for
people
a
getting the
reason.
stuff they love. So I like to throw the credits to help people buy a book they're looking for. You can kind of tell they're stuck on one, and I like to see the sales go. Sometimes they're it's a little slow, and it's just like you insert a few credits, it starts popping. So, and then I started getting into selling about a couple of years ago. Started doing a couple pop-ups because I got a lot of stuff. And I'm like, I need to move some of this on to somebody else, and now I've started a little more active, do a couple of shows a month, and I don't make much money. I probably lose money, but
Greg, I was going to say, to me, again, and I don't mean to be presumptuous, but it never feels like you're in it for the money here. It really feels like you're trying to spark items in new people's homes. Like you're trying
to be a better businessman of late on stuff I buy, but still, it's like you get grinded down, and I just just take the buck. It's fine.
This is not a money. This is not a good money game. And here's the thing, with Greg, I'm not at Greg's level in any way, shape, or form, but I feel like if we were making money, it wouldn't be nearly as much fun because part of the fun is giving people great deals.
Deals.
And like I have stuff, I have art, right? Like I had bought on some random show a Pokemon card like a year and a half ago. And I was doing a live show. I get bored, so I do a live show. And I pulled it out of a box that had been sitting there. And I was like, oh, I think this one's a good one. And everyone's like, I was like, because I paid a lot. I think I paid like $950. And I was showing it. And they're like, oh, dude, that's a $3,200 card. I'm like, no freaking way. I don't know anything about it, right?
Right.
And they're like, that's a $3,200. And I'm like, first person to type 2,000 gets it. And like 5 people are like 2,000, and I'm like, dude, I doubled my money. Like I'm freaking thrilled. That's the most money I've ever made in my life.
I love that you said that. Right, I'm from literally from the street, and I grew up hustling everything from weed to you name it. Right, but I had
it was oregano.
Rest in peace to we called him Papa John, my best friend's father. John Chimay was Italian, and he was an old school hustler, and he was, aside from the streets, he taught me how to hustle. And one of the things he told me, and that's my business model today, and I remember it, was you always leave meat on the bone for the next guy, right? Like this is one of the things, the earliest things that I learned, one of the biggest lessons. That's how I do business today. I think it's very important, especially credibility wise, right? Like it goes a long way than trying to make the dollar. You know what I mean? Like you just said, like you just said, if you paid pennies and it's a $3,200 card, I don't have to get $3,200. This is why I call myself the Robin Hood of the unfair market.
I didn't even know it was worth. I didn't even know it was worth $500, let alone $3,200. So I'll make $2,000.
I want to give you the deal and let you be able to go make something off of it yourself. Like that's 100%.
Or just own it, or just own it and know that you got a special deal.
Whatever the case may be. Whatever
that's
you want to do.
People love going on Greg's show. And here's the thing, like it needs to be said that I think Greg would agree, like Greg and I, we're blessed, right? Like we're not missing a meal if we get beat up on a deal, right?
Yeah.
Not everyone can do that. But people like going on Greg's show because they know Greg's not in it for the money. Like my show, because I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing it for fun, And if I lose a buck here or there.
For me, I have a business. But for me, it's about, listen, I'd rather earn a customer than $1 today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'd rather have a customer. You know what I mean? And have a relationship with a customer, a lasting relationship with a customer that, they always feel good. Hey, I fuck with Ish. I fuck with Comic Sense. I fuck with the Robin Hood of the unfair market because they always take care of me. I'd rather have that than have $1 today.
Well, let's put it into perspective. The whole night, what is it, going on an hour since we've been on. If you look at the comments, you read nothing but Greg is awesome. Kevin is a blessing. Greg, Kevin. There's a reason for that.
Yep.
Because I wouldn't have him on the show.
That's why, Greg.
Well, I wouldn't have him on the show for one. I wouldn't have him on the show if they were douchebags. and two, they're repeated customers, kind of like what Ish said, right? If they were a-holes and they were gouging you, they would be having less and less shows because there'll be less and less people showing up, and then all of a sudden you have that word of mouth going, oh, that K-Van, fuck that guy, he charges $3,200 on a $500 card.
It's funny, like
break, you know.
K-Van mentioned, like, just like, it's not as fun, at least for me, if I'm like trying to squeeze every dollar out of it. And frankly, my last show, I had collected the whole crime suspense story run, all 27 books, like 3 years ago, and it took a while. And I spent, that's when books were a little higher, and I decided to let it go. And I wrote down this like cheat sheet, what's the lowest I'll go, and like honestly, I didn't sell all of it. I was kind of holding prices, and when the show was over, I didn't feel like I had as much fun. I'm like, you know what? I made the choice to move these books. Let's move them to some people. So I think I ended up giving some good deals on some of them, but it was just like, yeah, I think it's just not my style. I think it's just straight on, just like it feels good to give someone an opportunity to own something, like feel like they got a good deal. And if they're going to sell, go make a little bit of money on it, and good for you. And it just feels a lot better. And I know, like, some sellers, you're right, K-Man, they that's their deal. That's what they're doing. They got to be a little bit smarter. And
I don't begrudge them that.
No, and I go to the show
We'll
and I don't try to gouge or anything. I'm happy to pay kind of right around what they're asking. I don't want to mess with that.
Well, I mean, and the reality is, like, money's not a bad word, right? I mean, it's great and all, but if money's your master, it's going to bury you. That's the bottom line. And so it's not only about money. A couple comments on the YouTube, on the
Can
Instagram.
you put Matt's comment back up while Dan's talking?
A couple on the Instagram. Yeah. So Vintage Shark is saying Greg is the GOAT for sure. Mill City is asking if anybody's taking interns, either Kevin or Greg. They want to be an intern. So, the love is everywhere, man. I mean, you guys
need a lot of help. I'll take. Yeah, I'm open for business. Hey, I do want to say real quick, guys. Like, part of like jumping from collecting to selling, like, I want to give it up to David, Chef Flippin' Comics. Like, he's in here now, and just, he started helping me. And there's no way I would have been able to do what I'm doing on the selling side, because it's a lot, man. Even just doing the two of us in a show, it's a lot to sort of.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
So I just really wanted
to help and kind of keep me honest on stuff. He's always in the back, like, Greg, that's too low. But he knows that we have a great relationship. So I appreciate you, buddy. I'm glad you're having.
And go follow Chef on Instagram too. I follow.
No, Chef's an old. Chef's an old buddy. Chef's an old buddy of mine. We've gone through it, and that guy has flourished, and he's gone ahead. I knew him back when he was an actual chef. That was his primary work, and he did comics on the side as a hustle. And now that's all he's doing.
I want to just really speak to what Matt said in his comment, because it really, really, really resonates with me. I was having a conversation about 2 weeks ago with an artist that we all know. I'm not going to say his name or put him out there, but we were kind of lamenting about something, and it speaks to exactly Matt's comment, right? There's a reason for it, and I can't put my finger on it. But there is a reason for it, and it's very interesting that we have this collective here, including Matt, speaking the way that they're speaking. Right? There is a reason why some of the people that leave zero meat on the bone, or, we've seen some things happen in the market recently, some things trend financially extremely high, and people keep coming back. They keep coming back. They keep shelling their money out. They keep paying for it, right? There's a reason for it. And it's interesting because the people like us, myself included, I said this to this artist because he was like, I don't understand. He works really hard. He pays a lot of dues. Probably the hardest working person. And no knock on Ryan, because I know Ryan gets it in. But I mean, this guy, listen, this guy writes, he colors, he inks, he draws. He does all the things, right? Puts out his own book. He really works, and he's really seeing the fruits of his labor. But he was saying, it's interesting to me how someone can work so hard, and then people who don't work hard or are out to get you or out to make a buck seem to be successful. And I said to him, it's interesting because that is the medium. But those people always go away, right? They have like a 2-year run, and then they're gone. And the real ones, like the real, right? We'll still be here. We'll still be here, leaving meat on the bone. Yeah. And so, and it's just the truth. Like, the real ones have the credibility. You look at the comments, all the things that people are saying about you speaks to the fact that you're the real one. You can't pay for credibility. You can make a buck and not leave any meat on the bone, and you can prosper. You get a good 2-year run out the door. after a while, people get tired of it. They're like, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah,
I mean, we've seen it happen with other artists recently.
You're gone. Out the door.
Yeah. You got to watch yourself in this community. Period. Bottom line in this industry, comics, art, and all that. I always say, and I always say at the end of the show, don't be a douche. It goes a long way. It really
buy credibility.
Don't be a douche.
I've had to tell artists the same. Like we see what's going on, and you know, there's times you can't help but like watch an OA go, and you're like, what the crap? Like, what am I doing wrong? And I've told a couple of these guys, like, look, man, some of these guys will have the hype. They'll have this, they'll have that. They'll have their 15 minutes of fame. Stop trying to worry about your 15 minutes of fame. Worry about your 15-year career.
Yep.
Like, don't worry about this short change. Worry about your entire life.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the way to go. I'm going to start putting.
Can I ask a softball question to Kevin and Greg?
Yeah, sure.
I just want to, and maybe I'll go to Kevin first, and then we'll go to Greg. But you know, being involved with collectibles and OA, and you're seeing, you know, I'm sure your taste change. How has your taste changed over time with original art? Like, did you start in one thing that you really kind of looked at? I heard you say, Kevin, you don't like sketch covers. I mean, how was your taste changed from when you started till now?
Oh, I would say it's different. So here's what I would say, and it's still changing, because the funny thing is, and I don't mind, I'm very happy to inject my opinion, because I'm, as you could tell, like very vocal, very loud. Like I haven't been doing this that long. I don't know much more than most people. Like I'm learning just like everyone else, which is again why I think people like the show, because I'm asking a lot of questions that they also have, because I'm learning, and I don't know a ton about art. Like there still will be characters that come on the show, like of art and characters. So I'm like, who the hell is that? You know, and everyone's like, how do you not know who, you know, this guy? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I will say this. The way I collect is by my eyeball. Like if I see it,
that's great.
And I like it, I buy it. And
that's it.
My tastes have gotten a little more expensive. I've tried to kind of,
and I want you.
I've tried to kind of hone it in, but lately, what I've really been having a lot of fun with is, dude, there are so many talented artists in the world. Like it's wild. And lately, my tastes have changed to, I just hunt for people I've never heard of. Like I found these. Like I'm sure Ryan's heard of it. I think it's Salvador Sans. Have you ever heard of him, Ryan?
Yeah.
Dude, I never seen a piece of his art until this weekend. And I'm like, this guy slaps. How have I not seen this dude? And lately my tastes are finding great art, and you can buy like the equivalent of a McFarlane quality cover that he would charge 10, 20 grand on for like $180. It's wild.
Yeah.
So now you would say you're looking for the more lesser known amazing artists now, whereas before maybe you were in the more.
I was buying based on whether or not it would hold its value, whether or not it could resell, and now I just buy it if I think it looks cool.
So that's the funny part. You said that, Kevin. The whole will it hold its value? I always laugh at it because it's baseball cards, basketball cards, all that stuff that is based on a person. You got to hope that one, if it's a new coming artist, you're taking a gamble. 100%. This guy could go nowhere. This guy could fucking in 20 years skyrocket to the most amazing artist.
He could be.
You can have a piece by the most amazing artist, and then that dude does something completely scandalous that ruins his name, and then you can't give away that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you could be like Dale,
like Mayhew.
And DeTulia said any covers of. Yeah, DeTulia said any covers for McFarlane 10 to 20K he'll mortgage us out. See, I'm way off. What do his covers go for, Ryan? Like 100K?
Well, there you go.
Greg, what about you? How has your taste changed since when you started collecting?
I would say, I mean, maybe it is because I'm the oldest guy in the room, but I think it's like being around the antique shops, but like a lot of the art I was buying early is like classical, like Bradshaw Crandall or, like Vargas. And that's another thing that's changed. Like, frankly, I love good girl art. It's just, I remember my mom telling me a story. She took me to Paris and like, we went to the Louvre and she said she lost me and she found me staring at like the naked sculpture. I think
it's like 12-year-old Greg.
Well, the problem is like, I can't hang a lot of that stuff too, so I had to be like, you got to tweak from there. And I think I needed to get to like some of the like, Ron Kincaid and just some of these great kind of more modern artists that are just doing amazing things that, I was kind of in this a little bit in a box. So I've just appreciated Kevin's kind of been a great spawn of that and going to like some of Anthony's shows and just to start seeing new things. And getting into like legit, like I think I've been trying to get into more, different kind of main character stuff too, especially for selling on the show. Like that stuff, like some of the stuff I have doesn't move out. Like I told you, I played Dungeons and Dragons. I love fantasy art. I have some stuff that I think is amazing. And I bought it because I loved it. I try to sell on the show. It doesn't move that much. But if I have like a Wolverine or, ASM, Spider, that stuff's moving. So I just maybe for the show too, and give people what they really want. I've had to sort of make sure I'm expanding out for that reason. And I'm enjoying it too. I love it too. You just got to get exposed like K-Man said earlier.
And I would just add, and again, because there are a lot of people that do this. And I started out helping Cove with comic books, helping him sell because he's my buddy and he's this is how he makes his money. And I wanted to help him on IG because then he wouldn't have to pay anyone to host him, right? And I was like, dude, you're my boy, I'll host you. That's literally how I got into it. And so I know that the hustle is real for guys doing this and trying to make money. So for me, it doesn't have to be about the money. What's more fun to me than making doubling my money on a cool piece of art that I got a great deal on is finding art that other people like. Yeah. Like, dude, there's such a satisfaction in me buying 5-10 different pieces and then other people being like, holy cow, I want that. And I'm like, dude, here's what I paid. Give me, I can't tell you how many times I've been like, I paid this, give me $10 more than I paid, and it's yours.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's being around it more. Like you said, you start to appreciate the skill, and like you can start to really see the differences of like the great artists and their work. And then that's why other people don't like what you like, because it's like you're having this. You got your eyes starts to get tuned into like the real legit special pieces, and
there's nothing more fun than having someone else be like, they want to buy what you curated essentially. It's like
there's a rush. There's a rush that you as a seller going like, I just really made someone's night. I just made their month, right? And they finally have this piece of art and they got a good deal on it. Well, and guess what? You're going to be there on your next show and your next show and so on and so on.
Right.
Caesar on the Instagram, on the real quick on the Instagram, Vintage Shark makes a comment. He goes, the art world has never worked that way. People always look for the big name. It's rare to find a new artist and have a piece blow up years later. And I would say, and then we'll throw it out to Kevin and Greg with your thoughts, but that's why we go back to what you said earlier. Collect what you love. Don't worry about if it's going to hold value. If you love it,
love. And collect.
It has to be. Collect. There's a, as you start to collect more art, there's like 3 types of people, in my opinion. There's the people who do it. They just like art. They just see it. They like it. They want to have it. They don't care who it's by. They just think it's cool as hell.
Just to look at it.
They just love looking at it. Those are like the purest collectors. Nothing to do about money. They just like the way it looks. Then there's people who are dealers who do it because they're trying to make money. And there's nothing wrong with that. And then there's this hybrid, which is where I think I'll place myself, which is I do both. Yeah. And I try to be fair when I do sell art, or I'll see an artist that I like and I won't buy one piece, I'll buy 10, because I can sell 9 of them and fund the one piece. Like
right.
that's kind of how I approach it.
Let your hobby fund your hobby is one of my
That's
mottos.
right.
Like
Yeah,
let
that's
your hobby
nice.
fund your hobby. It's something that resonates with me, right? That you said, you know, when you love that someone buys something that you curated, right? And you know, I'm in the spec market, so I'm in the market. You know, I'm Comic Sense hashtag all of the spec. It's what I do, right? But I genuinely love when somebody wants to invest in usually minimal money in something that I've spec'd on. You know, that they value my opinion in because Ish said it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm gonna go
Speaks
get it
off.
or what have you. And but the thing is, and I just wanted to say something really quick. You know, somebody said it too, right? If you are selling for the future as far as financially, you're not planning for the future, right? Like you're not actually planning for the
You're
future.
already behind the trend.
And you're way behind. And you have to identify trends before they become trends, right? You have to be able to do that, right? But if you're planning to sell something based upon what you think its future value is as a business person, your business plan sucks and you need to get into a new business, right? Like if I get a comic book that comes into my shop and I think it's going to be $50 down the line, so I sit on them, I'm not making anything today. Today, I'd rather sell it to you for half the cost or 2 for the price of 1, right? And sell out today. To me, that's planning for my future, right? I'm making money. I'm giving you something at a value that's better than anyone else is getting it. But if I'm holding it, be it a piece of art, be it a comic book, because I think it's going to be, you know, I used to hate walking into comic shops and I'd haggle, but I'd hate walking to a comic shop and I'd see that book on the wall and they'd have it at a price. I'm like, you got it for 75. I'll give you 60. No, I'll hold it. 6 months later, it's still on the wall.
It's still for 75.
So you're paying rent, right? You're paying rent and electricity to store this on your wall in the hopes that one day someone's
going to give you the full.
Or
and
you mark
here's
the price
other thing.
up because you think it's going to be something. So you mark this price up and now it's just sitting there and you have 10 of them. And it's just sitting there when I never understood that. It's bad business to me.
I'll just throw something out. I don't know if Matt's still in here. I think he is.
Yeah, he is. He actually dropped some really good advice here.
That's why Matt is great. Like if you actually know Matt, dude, he's a hell of a collector. Like he's a collector at heart, and then he does the dealer, but he's the hybrid. That's what I'm talking about. You want to like it. That's the sweet spot. And that's why Matt, everyone gets along with him so well because they can relate to him. Versus I've talked to some dealers that like they basically want to get the absolute maximum for what they're selling. No questions asked. It doesn't matter if they paid $1,000 or $2. Like they want the market value today. And my advice to a lot of people, and it's difficult, is why I really like OAX and meeting people. Try to buy from other collectors. Anthony's going to kill me for saying that, but you want the best deal, buy from other collectors, because other collectors are trying to move in and out of art. Like what I consider a win is getting my money out. Like if I spend $1,000, if I get $1,000 out, I won. Like I didn't like, because now I can go buy something else. Like that's a win for me as a collector. It's not about whether I made more money. It's just getting my money out. Like that's value to me. Yeah. And so a lot of collectors, I think, have that mentality. If you want the best deals, try to buy from other collectors because they're not going to be as concerned about making money as much as getting their money out. And if you get in a group with the right collectors, then they're not trying to hose you. They'll give you some meat on the bone so that you don't pay full value and you've got a little.
This concept of trying to get every last dollar out of the value of a book is something that only has really happened in the last maybe 10 years where, you see it now where, you buy a book at a price, maybe you make a little money, you're happy, and you don't really care if the next person makes even more money on top of it. That's fine. And that really is the way it should be. But you're really seeing now across not even just collectors, everything, where the person is selling with the intention to squeeze every piece of margin out of that item before it leaves their hand. They don't want to leave anything left for anybody else. And you feel it now. And it really kind of feels icky.
It's interesting because in the 90s when I started collecting again, I obviously I didn't know jack shit, but I was collecting cover art that I liked, and I just picked it up. So my eyes went first to the art, and if I liked it, I bought it. It's no different. No, hey, I don't know who the fuck is the artist. Don't know, may not know him, but if you like it, you like it. You're not gonna go, no. I don't know that beautiful, that one of one piece because I don't know that artist. Is there any Jim Lees? If there's any Alex Ross, oh, you want that? You're gonna fucking spin through your nose to get it. What I want to do is that let's give the people what they want. So I'm gonna go with you, Greg. Are you able to kind of walk around and give us a little bit of a tour?
Let me get my wallet. Hang on, Greg. Let me grab my wallet.
and then while he's doing that,
I might enter on my phone here. That's probably easier if I walk.
Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So, Greg, before we do, you might want to mute something.
I just muted that. I
And put his Holmes Antiques on the big screen, Caesar.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in big screen.
All right.
You see, hold on. Kevin, just giving you a heads up. After him, Greg, you getting feedback. Where am I getting feedback from? Blow me away.
You mentioned how old Greg was. You really thought he was going to be able to figure this technology stuff?
Oh, we got a Greg crotch shot. We got a Greg crotch shot for a minute.
Kevin,
I muted the laptop, but it doesn't seem to be. It's still echoing for some reason. So
we're good. I don't hear it echoing.
The main one out.
I think it was your phone. Yeah.
I might just have to do the walk around like this, guys, with the.
Keep that for the audio and then hold the phone for the visual. I don't know. Kevin, just let you know, I'm going to ask you to look around and start showing like your favorite pieces. All right, so start thinking that in your mind.
So this is so it is kind of a working. It's a working out. Like I just
put them on the big screen, Caesar.
Yeah, I don't buy a ton of collections, but I recently just bought 2, so I got those in today. Got these bunch of boxes of books, and so I got this whole stack of stuff that I'm a pretty big Golden Age guy, as you could imagine from my old man comments. But so I got a couple really cool Golden Age collections. Like some of the stuff is like I'll show you. I don't know if you guys like look at this book. I've never seen this book, and I got Master Comics number 1 and 2.
He just slides the Superman out the way casually.
Look at that
thing. Hey, look at
this. I wish that was the real number 1. But these are this stuff. Just when I see something I've never seen before, like that really caught my eye in this collection. So these are some cool things I just got in. A couple of these bed sheets. I have the whole run of Weird Tales, but when I see it, I still try to pick up. Especially these bigger bed sheet issues are really hard to come by. So that's kind of some stuff I'm working on right now for.
Hey, Greg, educate me. Why did you call that bed sheet? I don't know. I'm not familiar.
Because they're big. Is that what it is?
I think just because of the size. This is your typical pulp size, and those were just they did a few issues with that larger size, so they called them bed sheets. Just they could almost cover your bed. Probably if you were a kid reading them, you felt like they could cover you. There's a golf simulator. That's what kind of got us started.
Oh my God.
And then it blew up from there. So this thing is everybody wants to buy this at every show. This poster is it's not in the greatest shape, but it's signed by the
we should get that for Wendy.
I love that piece. Here's some of my favorite art pieces. Kind of have them over on the wall. This one I got from Anthony up here. This is one of my favorite. I told you I love fancy.
Oh, dude, that thing's epic.
Oh, that's beautiful.
This is just, I mean, come on, guys. Doesn't get any better than that, right?
No, not at all.
I kind of try to put stuff I don't want to sell on these walls. I got some LB Cole original.
Hey, Greg, is now when I can claim your Vampirilla poster?
You got a King Comics in there?
I probably do somewhere. I just I try to get I love Dave Stevens, so I got that original cover of his. This is sort of my favorite artist wall and stuff. I try not to sell.
What's the oldest piece you have in there?
Oldest.
Caesar's gonna try to claim the toilet.
Something like this. That's 1927 right there, Alberto Vargas.
Wow.
This is some of that classical stuff I kind of got into.
Beautiful.
Before,
beautiful.
But
he's got Lassie.
I think, yeah, I'm surprised this never sells. I love this Lassie coloring book, and it's by Al Anderson. He's pretty legit old school artist, but
was that an LB Cole? You don't have LB Cole originals, did you?
I did. I had his prelim cover for the price guide, comic book price guide.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah,
I got to tell you, I'm telling you guys, this is nothing. If you mofos missed his IG shows with Chef Flipping Comics, who's always running around. I'm surprised Chef isn't like 102 pounds because that fool is constantly running around.
He's moving.
He's moving around.
Have you seen David lately? He's looking good.
Oh yeah, no, he's looking great. And he does the shipping, he does all the stuff, and you can always hear him in the background when Greg's like, "I don't give me 500." You hear, "No."
This is me trying to get. This is me trying to get with the times. I bought a Invincible page, because
look at that, just tucking back there, OA Invincible page. He's like, yeah,
this is a cool story. I recently bought 4 pieces of Neil Adams, and they were one from Brave and Bold '84, one from Green Lantern '82, and then the one on the top is from Batman 234. And the other one I don't have up was a cover from a DC Presents cover that has like I don't know if you guys remember this cover. There's like a cowboy on the ground with his horse, and there's a spaceship landing in the back. And I bought the 4 pieces. I figured maybe I'll keep 234 since it's kind of iconic book. But then someone who joined one of the shows or came here for the hubs, like, hey, that cover you bought, Neil Adams said that was one of his favorite covers he ever did. And so I'm like, dude, I'm keeping that, man. That I didn't know that, but then I got shared the story, so that was super cool.
So someone is asking what type of lighting you use, if any at all, to protect the pieces.
Well, asking. That's a great question. Actually, me and Dave have talked about getting, because it's got crappy like office building lighting in it right now. I've had to put a lot of shades on the windows just so the sun doesn't come in here and mess it up. But we're talking about getting some new lighting. We need to kind of highlight this stuff better than this crappy light we have in here now. Here's one of those. This is what I was talking about. This is one of those fantasy pieces I bought off Heritage a while back, and I mean, I'm giving it away. I paid like $2,000. Is probably what I sell it for, and I've taken it down all the way to $11.75. Just I think someone should love it, but I don't know. It has everything in it, but you never know, right? It's just like your taste.
Boobies, Dan. It's got boobies.
What?
Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. All right. So what else you guys want to see? So that's that's sort of my art.
Oh, I mean, now Greg also, don't forget, Greg doesn't just he has posters, he has old toys. I mean, that's why it's a collector's. That's why you should go follow Holmes Antiques 1877, because he has a lot of shit there, people. I mean,
guys, if I had a warehouse like this, I would never be in my actual house. I would just be on that sectional.
This is kind of stuff I love. Like when I get a piece of original art, I love to get the book to go with it, and just sort of stuff like this. I bought this statue, and then I saw someone was selling this. It's got the whole transformation page.
Wow.
From 219, and it just kind of went perfectly with this statue. So that's I just love to display this cool stuff like that. But yeah, I mean that's kind of a look. I mean it's
hey Greg, someone was asking about the Spider-Man poster behind you.
Yeah,
I saw that.
That one up there.
Yeah,
that one's
that's an original, no?
Yeah, that's original. I think it's 6. I want to say it's 64. I hope I'm right on that. But it has your friendly neighborhood. You can't really see.
They use that image on the Marvel cards from back in the late 70s, early 80s. The oversized flash cards. That image was on there.
That's probably one of my favorite beyond the Vampirella. That I just love that thing. I forget where I found that thing, but I love that.
All right, Greg. I know that laugh was getting heavy. Go ahead and sit down. Enough already.
Okay.
For everybody who is following Caesar's podcast tonight, you get a free piece of OA from Greg's warehouse. No, I'm just joking.
Let's go.
The sad thing is he'd probably do it.
Yeah, he probably
he would probably give it to you. Yeah.
You're on YouTube right now. Be on YouTube.
Yes.
That's
please. Listen.
Be on YouTube.
While I have you guys, if you're watching this, don't watch it for free. All I'm asking is you just subscribe and watch this all the time. I mean, not Kevin and this dude's face all the time.
But watch it for free. Watch it for free.
No, you have to click the subscribe.
But go on YouTube.
Yeah, you got to subscribe.
That's all I want.
I mean, if you are just tuning into this show for the first time, Caesar Podcast, then for the last 2 weeks you've missed 2 amazing creator shows. We had a ladies creator show 2 weeks ago. We had last week a Latino creator show, amazing, and now we've got 2 heavy hitters in the OA space in our collectible community.
We've had manga shows,
fire after fire after fire.
I'm not a heavy hitter. I'm a no one in the OA.
You know what's a heavy? I tell you what's a heavy hitter is that fucking gel that's holding Kevin's hair together. That's a fucking heavy hitter.
David just reminded me that Spider-Man poster actually was cool because sometimes we open up the big sliding door to get some air in here, but we're not really open to the public, and I don't mind if people come look around. I'm fine with it. But one day, some lady came by, and she's like, yeah, my son has all these 1960s and 70s posters he had up on his ceiling in his bedroom. Would you be interested? I'm like, yeah, bring them by. And then, 3 weeks go by, and I kind of forgot about it. She comes rolling back with her husband with all these amazing Spider-Man, Thor, just crazy awesome posters. They had little thumbtack holes from being on his wall, but I thought it was so cool. And that was one of the posters that they had. It was
really?
We're gonna segue really quick, and then I'm gonna turn it back over to the host. You don't understand the importance because we kind of got into a gaggle of talking about it, but this is really important. For about I don't know, a few months now, since the Real Dracula's Wolf podcast After Dark has come to you in this iteration, we've had a really dope manga show. We've had an OA show. We had a show about the dirty 2 dozen, which you don't even know what it is, right? You don't even know what it is. We're talking all of the pre-code horror, the banned books. We've had some fire shows. So if you're not up on that, right, go back to the first show, put it on while you're in your car on your way to work, while you're in your car going to have some leisure activity. You don't even have to watch. Listen. But you need everyone in this chat right now needs to go over to the YouTube. There should be a thumb up on this show. Everyone in this chat
10 cents a day, and we can continue to bring this
thumbs up
to your screen.
YouTube on this show. This is really important. We've always kind of glazed over this, and we've said this for some years now.
It is, man. But
now
that's not easy.
We're not glazing anymore. Now that the glaze is done, we're down to the meat, the potatoes, and the donuts.
Yeah.
Go,
you guys have to
go.
You guys
go.
Ish, can I throw something out here? As I'm looking in the chat here and the people that have joined, and Kevin, he keeps shaking his head like I'm nothing. I'm looking around my room of different pieces of art, and I can look at the names in the chat, and I'm like, oh, I got that piece from Kevin. Oh, I got that piece from Yoda. Oh, I got that. It's just, this is the great thing about this community. And again, I just give both of you, Greg and Kevin, flowers, man, because you make it happen. I mean, it's easy for me to be a collector and just buy stuff. It's a lot harder to go and offer and prepare and price and do all the work that it entails to get this stuff parked in people's homes. So again, I appreciate the stuff that you do, and you got to stop shaking your head, Kevin, because man, you're making a lot of this possible for people that they just can't get access to it.
Now I gotta say, I have to
thank you, Peter.
Why this is important, right? Seriously, is because YouTube is going to think that this podcast is just a bot. The more interactivity that you commit and contribute, it puts this show into the algorithm for other people to be able to watch and view it. On our end, Caesar has to go. You have to, Caesar, to other YouTube shows with this account, and you have to just interact. You have to comment. You have to
bring them
interact.
over.
Just so that YouTube doesn't see you as a bot. It's a partnership between your viewers and you. So you guys, we really need to do that. So YouTube just doesn't think this show is a bot, so that it can actually get into the algorithm.
I'm a real boy.
People want to see what Ryan is drawing.
Let's definitely talk about that.
All I've been thinking about is what Ryan's drawing.
I'm on my third one right now.
Let's see, Ryan. It's time for the reveal.
One.
Damn.
I've been waiting for this my whole life.
I like sketch covers.
So what's inside of? Is there panels inside that book?
Story.
No, it's an X-Men
coupons. It's all coupons in the book.
No.
Well, you never actually seen a sketch cover? You just hate them?
I hate them. I just don't like them.
It's a comic.
It's like
it's a comic
variant of an issue. Then you got the sketch cover.
See, that's like a question that Caesar would ask Kevin. What's inside that book?
I've seen.
I swear, Dan. I'm gonna drown you in the toilet.
That have nothing inside them, and I'm like, that's stupid.
It's the facsimile edition of the worst cover of Uncanny X-Men ever.
Oh, here we go.
But Ryan Kincaid just made it better.
Yeah,
blank over that cover.
So how much are these, Ryan?
It just depends on the size. Like this is the one I just finished.
Oh damn, what's that?
That's beautiful.
That's up my alley.
Phantasm.
I don't even know what character that is. Am I crazy?
Phantasm. How are you a Bruce Timm fan and don't know Phantasm, you nutball?
Yeah, come on.
Ryan, put that away for me.
I've never seen Phantasm Bruce Timm though. Now I gotta
go. Bruce Timm created Phantasm.
This is why I shake my head, you guys. Like
Matt,
I wasn't kidding when I said I don't know a ton. Like I don't know so much.
Let's do a sale on the show. Ryan, how much is that Phantasm when you got there?
I don't know. Just message me.
Ballpark it. No,
Greg wants to do a live sale.
Something like that is usually in the like 500 range, 400 range.
I'm in. Let's do it.
So, Matt, I gotta tell you.
We got a sale, guys. We got a sale.
Any X-Men cover ever done in that era.
The 266.
That 266 is so terrible.
Yeah, he thinks it's the worst cover.
I guess I'm gonna go sell it off my 9.8 off my wall inside.
I've got like 7 or 8 copies of that book, but it's still the worst cover ever.
You know what? I came to the conclusion I like having Kevin on my show because it makes me feel smart because I know things where I'm usually the guy who doesn't know shit on this show, right? But you know what? I don't give a fuck because it's my show. Go follow me.
Kevin, when you started bringing up your Pokemon card story, I thought we were going to lose Caesar.
Oh, yeah.
No, I know nothing about Pokemon.
I respect.
I know nothing.
Show me your pieces. Show me the pieces there, Kevin. I told you go get some stuff. Go. Cheers.
Okay, hold on.
Show and tell here.
I have to join from my phone. Is that how I do it?
If you want, yeah, you could, and then just mute it.
Because
are we going mobile? We're going mobile.
We're going to be going mobile.
I'm going to have to.
Kevin, I'll show you why sketch covers can be dope.
Okay, show me why sketch covers can be dope, please.
So you can get something like this, right? X23.
Yeah. Hang on, we got to wait for. There we go.
You can get it graded, but then if you're smart enough, you can get Daphne Keene to sign it.
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah, it's dope.
That is sweet. That is sweet.
Did you have to wait in line to get her to sign it?
Usually a lot of shows when you have a guest badge or the artist badge, they'll let you go up front.
He knows the guy. Come on.
You just grab him walking out of the bathroom.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, guys, I was just grabbing some stuff.
Okay, did that work?
Yes.
Yeah, but I think you're on surround sound now.
Yeah. No, he's good.
Yeah, you're good.
No, he's good. Yeah. You're good. You're good, Kevin. Go ahead. Let's do it. Yeah. All right. Flip your shit around and show us some stuff.
Look at these shadow covers, Ryan. Look how cool this is.
Oh, I love the shadow.
Yeah, I mean, I've bought a lot of pulps. So I haven't got a ton of these, but I got a batch of them. They're really killing these covers.
Greg, Greg, let me ask you: are you still reading books today, Greg?
On this,
do you still read any of these books today? Any comics? Greg?
I do not as much as I should. You know, that's crazy. It's a crazy thing. I was trying to collect Batman. Batman 1, obviously, I didn't have. That's a hard one. But I had a lot of them, like 2 through 15, and there was an auction for a bound copy, 3 bound books of 1 through 36. And I'm like, I'm selling all my slab Batmans, and I'm going to buy this because I want to be able to read all those books. So I've been reading those, which has been kind of cool.
That's awesome.
I've been trying to do it a little bit more. So because I feel bad when I get a book, then I sell it like the next week, and I'm like, damn, I didn't really even get to enjoy that thing. So try to do that a little more.
Listen, Greg said pulp.
Kevin, what are we looking at here? What is this, Kevin?
We're getting something special here today. He used pulp. In very few comic shows, you're going to hear the word pulp on it. For that alone,
go join the show. That's right.
Keyword drops.
Yep.
Okay,
so this is an Alex Ross shadow,
and cool.
The shadow is in the shadow, so you can see the character. The shadow is in the shadow.
I've never seen that style from Alex Ross. That piece is gorgeous. It's really sick.
Wow.
Yeah, this one's great. Here's for Ryan Kincaid.
Oh wow.
Yoda, Kevin, don't show the pieces I want, thanks. Oh, look at that.
Adam Hughes.
Ooh, that's nice.
Wow.
You get some good pieces there, buddy.
Oh my gosh. Is that Adam Hughes? That's original Adam Hughes?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see it. Let's test Ryan Kincaid out on his artist knowledge.
Do you have to call?
Damn, dude, that was good.
Nice.
Kevin's like, damn. That's pretty good.
I can't really see that one too clear.
I just caught Vintage Shark said Caesar keeps swearing. I can't put it on YouTube. He must have kids around.
Oh.
Well, I'm fucking sorry, Vintage.
I'm on the wrong camera, so it's like reverse. It's weird.
You're okay.
It's all right, man. We get the gist.
We got
Who's this, Ryan?
Yeah,
I can't really see the image, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little blurry.
Ribic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was it?
Assad Ribic.
Assad Ribic. I've seen Assad paint live, and it pisses me off.
This one's great. I picked this. I got this from Detulio over the weekend.
Is that
Bronson,
Galactus? Is that
Bronson
Galactus
goes,
in that lower
reminding me I'm poor. You're not. You're doing all right, Bronson. We love you, buddy.
Wow. I'm mad at you.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. I wanted that one.
Kick him off.
Oh, because the storm. Yeah. Ish is a storm nut. So yeah.
I saw that one, and when you were buying it, I wanted to get that one.
Iron Man doesn't even belong in the picture with her, but that is fire.
Look her hair.
Yeah, man.
It's like the
Who did it?
So cool.
Like he blended it with the clouds. That's so dope. Who did that?
Masafera.
That's crazy. I like that she has, like, no, not to be like sexist or anything, but like the full, like African hips. Like I really love that. Like,
yeah,
it's dope.
Good call.
Darwin Cook.
Wow.
This Darwin Cook is probably one of the hardest guys to.
You're in around town, Kevin. It's
Hold on. All right, it was my laptop. I just got out of there. Okay.
I was gonna say, yeah, just gotta clear out that one.
So this, I don't know if Ryan has any luck. Ryan, if you ever come across Darwin Cook, let me know. He's the hardest
I've had drinks with him. Does that count?
Yeah.
Yeah, that counts.
That's great. I love that.
I can't find his art anywhere.
I love that.
Well, no, it's impossible to find nowadays.
Yeah. John Byrne.
Nice.
Tim Sale.
wow.
Memory
eternal.
Much better than in an actual comic.
Ooh, look at that. Wrightson.
That's
a
pretty
Wrightson cover painted.
Damn.
Wow.
Check out this piece from Matt. This will test Ryan's. All right, Ryan, you should get this one because you know Matt. A jam piece, 4 artists.
Yeah. Well, I can definitely see Simone.
Yeah. You got Simone number 1. Simone number 2.
Yeah.
Who is quickly becoming one of my most favorite dudes. Like
Finch. Yeah.
Finch is so damn gracious and awesome. And then Delato on that piece. Those 4 there.
Wow.
I don't know, dude. Look at this. It's a mess.
Kevin, you should sell me that Adam Hughes piece, Kevin.
Everyone's trying to buy that Adam Hughes, but God, I hope he's going to be okay.
Me too.
I'm not selling. This is a weird piece that this is just me. Every once in a while, I watch the heritage auctions because I like to see what stuff goes for. And it always amazes me how crazy those heritage auctions get, like prices. I'm like, who the hell's buying this stuff? This is wild. Who has this much money? But every once in a while, I'll see an artist that I'm like, that goes for insane prices. And then I'll pick off like a non-published piece that it's like, I would never be able to own. Do you know who this is, Ryan?
I can't really tell.
McKean, Dave McKean.
That's Electra, right?
So this dude,
Nachios?
Arkham Asylum. Have you seen his Arkham Asylum pages? They're painted. They're crazy. Yeah. They're like $70,000.
Wow.
I bought this on a heritage auction for like $1,100, dude. I was so thrilled. I was like, dude, I'll never be able to own one of those pages, but I could own this. then I saw that this is a painted cell that I just thought was cool as hell. I don't even know if I overpaid for it. It was not cheap. I don't know anything about cells.
I'm the same. I got one as well from that same show. In that same frame.
Who is that? Is that what is that? Is that Starscreen? What is that?
Yeah, that's like Starscreen.
Yeah, I have a Starstream too. It has the pencil sketch with it, but I like value. I don't know how to like price.
I paid $1,800 for this, and people told me I got a good deal.
Wow, boy, you overpaid. I would have paid more than
Well,
that.
I have like I think it depends too if it was actually used in the show or not. Right?
Yeah, Mark, that's a good point.
Some of my other stuff's on the wall. I mean, I got all kinds of stuff. You know what I don't have is a Ryan Kincaid.
I still have that Adam Eve.
I don't have a Ryan Kincaid in my collection.
Hold on here. Let me see.
Yo, Dan's acting like he's not sitting on a room full of
This is
of
Geraldo Nito.
original art.
Oh, dude.
Cool.
You know who's not with us tonight that has a great original art collection? Our buddy Sam.
It's
Yeah,
Sam.
but Dan's sitting here pretending like he's not surrounded by original art right now.
No, I'm not even going to show anything in this room. I'm looking at these guys. I got nothing.
What do you got?
So
I
brought some stuff from the show and stuff.
There's so much.
Oh,
I like
show
talking
it.
about spicy
Show it, Mark.
topics. What's like a controversial topic we can talk about?
Yo,
more fun. We don't need to be
You and Ryan can finish the show, and everyone else.
Wait, zoom Mark in. Let me see this.
Oh, what do we got, Mark?
So this is Aaron Campbell from Uncanny.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's huge. It's it's double paged.
It's a 2-page spread.
That
And then
that 1 megapixel camera does it proud, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got some Andy Kuhn, Doctor Who.
I'm going back on my laptop because it's easier.
The Andy Kuhn is pretty damn good.
Friend of the show, Ben Bates, some Ninja Turtles.
Oh, Ben is the best.
Yeah, Ben,
I love that.
Ben is the shit.
He is the
Phil
shit.
Hester, who will be at
And
the
Ella's
show next
sweet as
year.
hell. Wow.
That's some good stuff.
Oh, guys.
Trevor Goring, who was just
Mark,
doing,
are these just in a pile by your desk? You don't hang them up?
No, so the better stuff I have is framed, but this is stuff that I don't have any place to put it, so it's in the cheaper kind of plastic.
The better
frames.
stuff is framed.
Yeah, it's so terrible. Sorry, man.
Every
Sorry,
artist
man.
that you mentioned who watches the show.
Just to give you the good shit. Ben's shit I throw on the floor.
Yeah.
Let me just give you an example. So this stuff came in after the frame stuff, but on our stairwell there is a Tony Daniel Batman RIP page. There is Carrie Gamble What If page. I think it was from the Hulk. There is a John Byrne X-Men page.
Why is Tony Daniel so underrated?
I mean, the stuff like that has been framed, so it it stays there.
So
This stuff was stuff that I got from the show, but I think when people are looking for art, sometimes you just got to go to shows, and things, smaller shows even, because our show here in Albuquerque was small. Brett Booth was here, and that dude cashed out, man. Everybody bought all the pages he had.
Yeah.
Andy had pages from The Last Ronin from the Ash Can, and nobody knew it. One person went over there and bought one for $1,000, but nobody knew Andy had this stuff. It's these dudes just bring stuff, and you don't know it unless you actually go to their table and start flipping through the books and stuff.
Yeah, I have a Brett Booth page.
Wow.
It's incredible. I want Greg. Were you going to show something? Because I saw you kind of get up, or were you just shifting your nuts? What's going on? What?
I just had to adjust myself. No, I.
Okay. Yeah. I knew it.
I got
some chips. You're going to show chips.
A buddy of mine just texted me. He goes, "I'm sitting here watching this video, and I realize now that buying you that Captain America painting was a fucking insult." And because we're looking at these guys in their collection, but the funny thing about it is, it really isn't an insult. Collect what you love. That's the thing here. It's just, if you look at it, you enjoy it. That's winning. I still want to Adam Hughes piece, but still, I mean,
I wanted to talk about something that we were talking in the green room. We're talking about going back to SDCC, and how Ryan started up. There were fights, right?
Yeah.
And then Mark mentioned, or unless it was you, Ryan, but someone mentioned there was a fight at a panel, at a fucking panel. It's you, Ryan, right? Who the fuck fights at a panel?
Let me see if I can find what it was for.
So bad.
Because that is. Now let's think about this, people. Right, the majority of people were there. I'm going to say are grown-ups, right? And this is something about waiting in line. I don't know if it was hot. You're waiting. It's for hours. Not one guy cuts in front of you or bumps you or says something stupid like fucking Thor's hair is not really blonde or the fuck whatever it is. And the next thing you know, you see these fucking fists flying and pushing and stuff being pushed over. That's insane. I can't fathom people getting adults
the level
getting
of entitlement is off the chart.
Fights. And if it's that bad to get maybe thrown out of the con and then banned or whatever it is, or just thrown out for the rest, you just spent how much money, how much parking, how much hotel, car, flight, whatever it is, to get thrown out of a fucking con.
Listen,
it's crazy.
Why I can't go to the big cons? Dan asked me.
We can't hear you, Ish. Can't hear you.
I said, hello, can you hear me now?
There you go.
Yeah.
I said, this is the reason why I don't go to these big cons. Dan, you and I were just talking the other day, and I said, what did I tell you? It's just way too many people for me. And the problem for me is, and exactly what you're talking about, Caesar, like if I have to punch you in the mouth over comic books, like I'm not around for the nerd fight. Like I don't have that to do. Like
nobody wins. Nobody wins in a nerd fight.
Like really, like wait a minute. I gotta punch you in the mouth over a comic book?
Yeah.
Like over a comic.
I just got back from Heroes Con. I had $2,000 worth of dental work because I got my teeth knocked out.
over geekdom, like we are supposed to be able to enjoy this. It's not that serious. Like it's not. It really is. Listen,
Ish, can I want to piggyback on your comment though, because this is something that Caesar brought up right in the beginning of the show, and it is about the way the conventions run. And I'm surprised that SDCC has so many.
I don't got that to do, Dan.
Well,
I don't have that to do.
Here's the thing. SDCC, they only sell X amount of tickets. It's not like it's just everybody walks in. You have a ticket or you don't. So they know the volume. They know what they're up against every year. It really, I mean, it's a lot of the same. It's a big deal, but Heroes Con,
it's a money. Well. It's a money. The big cons are a money grab.
Yeah, I mean,
it's sad.
I go to Heroes Con. There's a ton of people there, and nobody's fighting. It's well run. It's well organized. I mean, some people do it right. Terrific Con does it well. Heroes Con does it well. I would say Baltimore, pretty good job. Some people don't care about the logistical element of it. They're like, just get the money.
It's because I when I was walking around and there's lines everywhere, and I do not do lines, right? Like I don't do lines. I will never do lines.
You only did lines in college.
I don't do lines.
I can see Kevin popping his collar. Kevin don't do lines.
I don't do lines. But I was asking people. I'm like, dude, what is this? And I certainly don't know anything about moderns and exclusives. It's all exclusives and it's all drops, and people are they're standing in lines for hours. And there's, it's like there's not an amount of money that I could resell that for that would make me stand in line for 2 or 3 hours. I don't care what it is, but that's what the big cons are. I'll throw a shout out to Matt because Matt is, he's works with Comic Art Fans. You want to go, if you really want art and you want a vibe like you can't describe, OAX. That's the show. It's all art, all artists. You can have conversations. You're not bombarded by 1,000 people. It's 10 times better than San Diego, in my opinion.
What type of year is that show?
March.
Matt can comment. I think it's in April or no, February or March. I don't know. I went for the first time last year, and
it's usually right before MegaCon. Unfortunately,
you like that one, Ryan?
Ryan wasn't there.
I've never done it because if you do OAX, they don't allow you to do MegaCon.
Which let's talk about that. That should be our controversial topic. That's bullshit.
A couple of quick comments from the Instagram. Jessica Archer, Nerds Gone Wild. Somebody said Sean streams. I thought SDCC was an octagon.
Shout out to Jessica Archer, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to Jessica.
You Comic Addict show 2 weeks ago.
Comic Addict put Nerd Fight new show on pay-per-view this October. So it's like people feel it. I mean, it gets out of hand.
It's a thing.
So to Ryan's point, and this is where I don't know enough about the industry, and I'm sure they have their reasons, but I just think it sucks because to me,
oh yeah, for us it sucks.
Yeah, like OAX for the art, like it feels, the vibe is it's for artists. And the fact that other shows are like, oh, well, you're going to go to that one, you can't go to this one. It's like, well, you can shop at Target, but you can't shop at Walmart.
Yeah.
Like that, I hate that, dude. That's the stuff about this.
Let me rephrase. You can still do MegaCon, you just can't go as a guest.
What does that mean?
That means that if you want to go, you pay for everything yourself. Yeah.
And how much does that cost to pay for it yourself? Like ballpark?
More than free.
Yeah, I mean, table
I'm just
there.
Curious because what we should do is we should start a GoFundMe for all the artists that want to go to OAX, and then we could turn it in. Like, dude, I would be like, hey, Ryan, I'll pay $100, and then 20 other people.
There's more to it than that. So even if I wanted to, I could say, screw it, I'm going to do OAX. I'm just going to buy an artist alley table. The way some of these shows run, especially, and Josh Lyman just put it right there. Look at these. Especially at like MegaCon, the artist alley is surrounded by it's basically like a horseshoe, right?
Yeah.
The outside of the horseshoe is where all your professionals are. Everybody on the inside is usually lower name guys or people trying to break in the industry or your local artists and stuff. So they have been groomed, attendees, art fans, comic fans, they've been groomed that if you're looking for professionals, you're on that outside wall.
So they basically blackball you into the inner
right.
wall.
If you're not in that outside wall, you could very well just get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah. See, so they de-incentivize you to go to OAX essentially.
Correct.
That blows because it's such a cool show.
I tell you what blows are those people in the comments. If you didn't fucking subscribe to the show, you sons of bitches. Listen, I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. I really do. This has been a great show. No joke about it. This is a group of good people here. That's all I do on my shows. In case you're going like, hey, who's this handsome fellow with the white beard? Well, no, it's me because you don't have a beard. So this is the thing. Every week, and you have no idea what's coming because we got a show coming for you very soon. It's a writer show, all writers for inspiring writers of comics who wants to like what I do, how do I get into the business. Mark's going to be there. Well, Mark's here every fucking Tuesday, but we're going to have Thomas Healy.
We're going to have a nude
That's
show,
all I gotta say.
completely nude. Everything.
John Layman, the writer of Chew, the creator of Chew. We're going to have Ben Bates. We're going to have Garrett Gunn. Garrett's going to be on, Ryan. Believe it, I finally got a hold of that guy. Right. So there's going to be some shows coming. So please don't miss it. Subscribe, follow, because like I said, it's not easy. It's not easy to get followers when you're starting a new show. But let me tell you why I'm different. We're organic. I don't have a fucking list of questions. I don't throw up videos. Fuck, if we talk about an hour on talk about how horrible Dan's glasses are, and it's organically and everyone's laughing, having a good time, fine.
I mean, we spent 45 minutes talking about Pokemon cards one night for some reason.
Yeah, oh my gosh,
that was on the other show.
That was on this show actually.
That was on this one. So when Dan was on Sam's Club website.
I got a
never to get my salmon.
I got a question for Ryan. See, to me, the coolest thing is getting to like talk to Ryan because no offense to you other guys, I'm like, dude, this is where it's at. Ryan's like in it. Like he's got all the inside information.
I mean, sometimes. Like San Diego, I didn't have a booth. I was just wandering. I went for a very specific reason.
What's your specific reason?
So I actually got taken out there. And some of you may have heard of it. Greg, you might have heard of this place. It's a company called Agoro.
I don't know it.
So they do, and I'll show you, they do these blind boxes.
We are going to do that, Peter.
Okay. They're pure gold or pure silver. So at San Diego, they had these X-Men 97 cards.
Oh, yeah. Yoda had some of those, I think.
Yeah, so like this is pure silver,
man. That's cool as hell.
So the reason they took me out there They actually made, it's probably about a little bit bigger than the size of a comic book, but pure sheets of silver, and I was drawing on them at their booth live.
That's crazy.
So when they had approached me, they were like, "Yeah, we want you to come draw."
Did you do the art for one of those bars or whatever?
So something is we created a relationship. Let's put it that way.
Oh shoot! You heard it here first. Ryan's about to drop a gold bar.
We're gonna do something, but I spent 2 days just drawing on pure sheets of silver.
Dude, that's so.
And
how much
they were
one of
auctioning
those
them off.
cost, Ryan?
A couple $100 just for the sheet.
Okay, so that's why you were in this, but like to me, I think a cool part of art, and this is one of the things that That's
why I had the Thriller gloves on. Yeah, everyone in my picture shows me drawing, and I have white gloves on, except for one of them. I had them slice down and took off so I could still hold my pen. But everyone's like, "What'd you do to your hands? Why are they wrapped?" I'm like, I'm legit drawing on 0.999% silver paper. So if you touch it, those fingerprints ain't going away.
Hey, Ryan, I just wanted, this is the comment of the night. I just subscribed mostly out of fear. That is fucking fantastic, and I love you for it. Now everybody fucking do it, or I'm gonna fucking go El Cucuy on your ass, and I'll fucking hunt you down and pull your toes when you sleep at night. Okay, I'm just saying.
Thank you to everyone who subscribed. If you
I have a question for Ryan.
Thumb it up, thumb it up, thumb it up.
Because he's an artist and he's been in the game for a while now, right? Like you got some gray in your beard.
Yeah, he's old. He is old.
So Ryan, why is it that artists, you are like one of the exceptions to the rule, I feel, because you do a lot of your own content, right? You sell, correct. I believe you sell on Whatnot or
Whatnot. eBay Live. Actually, the art of Josh Lyman is one of my teammates. We work for PCB Hobby, which is one of the largest eBay Live retailers.
Okay,
nice.
But the vast majority of artists, you can't just buy their stuff. It's so hard to get it. They're
because to be honest,
are they horrible business? Do you guys get together and be like, how do we all be the shittiest businessmen on how to sell our own stuff?
A lot of guys, there's two different ones. There's one, they want to draw and they have no desire to learn how to self-promote and self-market and self-sell. And then you have the other guys that want to draw and they really just don't have the time or team to do it themselves.
Because I can't tell you how many artists I've tried to reach out and it's like crickets. And I'm like, dude, don't you want to sell like your stuff? Like their website's from 1994. You know, it's
a lot of artists they just want to draw. They don't want to deal with the business side.
And that's what I'm trying to like help. I would love to bring that to like life.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to do it other than to like the slow churn of what I'm doing, which is I'll meet someone and I'll tell them what I do. And every once in a while, they're like,
Kevin, hypothetically,
they don't look at me like I'm crazy.
How do you help somebody without any talent? Maybe like a Middle Eastern person. How would you help somebody without any talent?
First of all, be like an art agent.
No, but I don't want to do the work. I don't want to do the work. That's the problem. But I do feel like.
But see, Kevin, that's the problem. A lot of these artists, and I'm going to say, Brian, tell me if I'm right. A lot of these artists are like, fuck, I don't want to pack. I don't want to do the packing. Right. I don't want to. Yeah. I don't want to ship. I don't want to deal with it. And I got myself damaged. And you packed it wrong, or it got blah blah blah. They don't want to deal with the drama, and that's why they go to a lot of other people who do the shipping for them, who do the packing for them, who hunt the people down, and whatever it is. That's the reason why, Kevin. There's a lot of people out there who are like, I don't want to deal with it.
Some don't know. Some don't want to deal with it. And a lot of times why people go with representation, whether it be PCB Hobby, Comic Sketch Arts, Scott's Collectibles, any of that stuff.
No.
Not only are they selling their art, but they take care of everything else. The artist is just drawing. The writer's just writing. When you do shows, you just show up. Like they bring all the stuff. They take care of all the product. They deal with all the sales. Where the artist is doing what they do best. And that's what a lot of these guys, they want is just, hey, I just want to show up and draw, man.
Can anybody get a rep, Kevin, Ryan, or do they have to like have like a certain amount of experience and certain amount of?
I mean, I've seen people that are fresh out, that somebody just likes their work and go, you know what, this person's going to be somebody. Let's snag them up right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's hope for me.
Yeah.
There's so many.
I've gone my entire career with no representation.
There's never hope for you
until this year when I went with PCB Hobby, because I'm so used to doing everything myself.
Yourself. Yeah.
And why am I paying somebody to do what I already do? And PCB Hobby came up and was like, here, this is exactly what we're going to do for you. And what we, how we're going to do it, what we're going to do, why we're going to do it. And I was like, you know what? That's a no brainer.
But you were pretty lucky before, though, because Shannon's pretty sharp and she was on the ball.
Yeah, but Shannon now runs all the artists for PCB Hobby. They hired her.
Oh, wow.
It's funny because there's all the artists that take their banners and their thing and all the stuff, and then you have people like we're going.
I lug around when I do a show. I lug around 200 pounds of stuff minimum at every show I go to.
Yeah, $1,000 in markers.
I mean, that's my own fault.
Damn good
So,
marker.
I don't know. Like, to me, one of the coolest parts of collecting art is talking to the artist.
100%.
And I feel like that's, other than a con, other than a convention, I feel that that's almost unattainable.
No, it just depends on the con. San
No, I'm
Diego,
saying other than a con. No, other than a con.
Yeah, a lot of artists are really bad at outside of a con presence. Most artists are introverts, man. As soon as
they're great, and people like want to like.
Yeah, but you can't change they can't change their personality, right?
Yeah, they turn it on for a show, and then you do San Diego, and you'll see a lot of artists are like, "I'm taking the next month off."
Yeah,
because I spent all my energy turning it on for San Diego Comic-Con. But then you got other guys that are, we're fine. Like me, I was in San Diego 2 days ago. I'm fine. Like let's rock and roll. You got 14 Josh.
Sketches while we've been on here.
Yeah.
Do you feel like artists today? I mean, I know we're getting to the end of the show here, Caesar. So I don't, but do you feel like today, even like I could see like creators of yesteryear saying, you know what, maybe they don't want to do the PR side of it, they just want to draw. But do you think people getting into art today understand that like there's a level of FaceTime and I don't want to say kowtowing, but like handshaking and things like this that just has to come with this job now, because otherwise you're never going to be as good as you could be.
Right. It's presence. So you don't get hired on just straight talent anymore. You have to be talented to get hired, but charismatic. Legit tell you, like, we look at your social media presence, we look at how you do this and how you present yourself and how you market yourself. There's so much more than, oh, you can draw badass, we got you.
It has to be that way, Ryan, because
sounds like my daughter's basketball journey. It's like same thing. You just don't just have to be a good basketball player. Now you have to have all these crazy social media and like.
Number one, they want to make sure you're not going on live videos and cussing up a storm and telling Caesar that you can't read.
Well, and to your point though, Ryan, that makes sense, because if it was just about the art, dude, go do a little searching. There's so many like wildly talented artists that
100%.
That 100% even heard of, like it
especially now with platform.
Work ethic has to play a part, right? Because when it comes to things like that and paying dues, as they say in sports, there's always someone somewhere willing to work harder than you, right? Someone who's hungrier, right? Like seriously, there's always someone who's just hungrier than the next person, and sometimes people get complacent. I think work ethic goes a long way as well. Like, what are you willing to do to push yourself?
DeTulio, this. Dan, I personally believe this is part of the industry now, and you have to want to travel posts and be in the market for sustained success. Yeah. I think, and I think it's transitioning to that, and it's interesting to me to see like for me, as I've collected, and I have really good piece, like really big pieces, small pieces. But I would say lately, the most fun I've had is trying to find like people I've never seen before.
Yeah.
And there's a lot, but that's so fun, man. Like it's exhilarating.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's we could go on about this like forever, but
I don't even know how long this show's supposed to be. Greg's about to eat 14 bags of chips. He's on his sandwich.
We're about to wrap it up.
Greg's like, I'm running out of chips. You guys need to wrap this shit up like real quick.
Greg's about to eat his fingers, actually. You know,
poor Greg.
You know, so
Julio's right. Need a deadline.
Yeah. Listen, once again, we're gonna be having Matt on the show in the future. He's just going to do it today, or else he would be here. Josh Lyman, if you're still on there, me and Ryan are cooking up another show. We're cooking up another artist gripe show, part 2.
Yeah.
With some new artists coming in. Last time we had, who did we have? We had Marat Michaels
last time. You had Raymond.
We had
Yeah.
Raymond Gay and Marat
and Ryan Kincaid.
And Ryan Kincaid and Raymond Gay. We're planning on having some other new artists on the artist gripe show, Josh. So I might hit you up, or if not, Ryan might hit you up since he's kind of he's getting some artists.
Mike DeBalfo might be joining us.
Yeah, we're gonna have some artists on to. I have a guy who's dealing with that. Let's put it that way. But I got to tell you, man, this is what a show. I told Greg because this is Greg's first time on the show, and Kevin's already been here before. It's 2 hours, but boy, does it feel like 40 minutes because this is what the show is supposed to be. Just good conversations, natural laughter, not the stuff that people pay Dan to laugh and shit like that. And Dan is so fucking fake. You should really see him be like in the green room. He's such a douche. He's such a douche. But I gotta, yeah. Thank you, Peter. Listen, you guys are fantastic, man. And by the way, I was just checking because of tonight's show. We finally went over the 100 mark of subscribers. Thank you. We're at 100.
Greg and I want to know how popular we are.
We were on that case. We were at like 4 views. We had like 4 subscribers. You guys popped up. You know what it is? It's a combination. It's a combination of Kevin's face and Greg's machismo. If you put those together, you get me.
Listen,
it's fantastic.
If you did a poll on IG and all the shows on how many people would be gay for Greg, it'd be like a 99% polling. Like Greg's like everyone's one like sugar daddy dream. That's who Greg is, dude. Guilty.
You're going sideways here, guys.
Next time I see you, Kevin, we're saying hi from a
Are we in the green room yet? Are we in the green room?
Greg's like, no, cut it.
So we just got canceled.
Yeah,
I was in the forefront.
No, we would have been canceled a long time ago.
I was in the lead for being canceled.
Hey, man, I've never gotten a dick pic. Now I just got 3.
Hey,
they were trying to cancel me every week.
I just posted Jake's phone number to my IG.
Hey, Chef. Thank you so much for watching, Chef. I miss you, pal. We got to catch up.
Yeah. So have a great week.
Yeah, man. So. What a show. This is fantastic. And next week, no show. We would have normally a movie show, but my sister's coming into town, so no show next week. And then I will give you guys a preview for the show the second week. Wow, we're already in August, people. Can you believe that shit? Where the fuck is this year going? We will have it's our show. Ryan.
Yep.
So on August 11th,
about it on Facebook like way ahead of time.
Yeah,
I had to jump
August 11th. We're gonna have the Artist Gripe Show Part 2, and Ryan's wrestling up some artists. And last time it was a fun show because it's stuff that artists, it's their pet peeves about cons and people and
Ryan
what they don't
Facebook,
like.
He was like, all I want to know. Who's coming with me?
Yep.
Listen.
Those are fun shows, man. So, it's Mrs. Wooter. Hey, I wasn't subscribed before. They were on. Oh, thank you so much, man. I'm planning on bringing back some Ivan Tao back on the show. We got some stuff going on, man. We're booked all the way to September, so it's some good stuff. All right, so this is the part of the show. This is the part of the show where we showcase and we have everyone. Where are you going? Where you're appearing? What are your next shows and all that stuff? So I always start off with the guy who has the least to promote. Let's go ahead here. All right, let's go, Dan. Dan's glasses.
It is true. Welcome. So first of all, again, Caesar, great show. Everybody, thank you for joining. It's good to see you guys. And if you're not following all of these people that were on the show, take a minute now and just go to the socials and give them a follow, because the books are the bonus. The art is the bonus. It's about the people. It always has been. We get to come and have this fun every Tuesday to come and chat up with some amazing people. Greg, you said in the beginning you apologized because we had to reschedule for you. Who would we reschedule? I mean, you're 100% worth doing that for. You're just such an awesome member of our community. Kevin, it goes without saying, we have the distinct pleasure of having Ryan and Mark on the show regularly. We get to talk to Ish, Caesar. I mean, it's just continued fun every Tuesday. So I'm glad to be a part of it. Another just awesome show. Guys, if you don't find me on this show, you'll find me on Instagram, Tree City Comics. I'm always writing about the books I'm reading, the shows I'm watching, the toys I'm playing with, you name it. Everything and anything about this hobby that I'm involved with, I'm writing about it. If you like this show and you like this community, another great community out there is the Comic Underground. They're a community of like-minded comic collectors and sellers, and it's a positive community. So I encourage you to follow the Comic Underground and make sure that you are aware of all the events they have coming up, including a comic relief night that we have scheduled on Thursday, August 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern time, to help our friend of this show and of the Comic Underground, Wendy, who is Mrs. Wooters, as she battles some health issues that she's dealing with. Again, if you follow the Comic Underground, you'll see that information out there, and just make sure that you join. But again, love you all. Thanks for coming in and being part of the conversation, and just a great show.
Thank you so much. All right, let's go with the writer extraordinaire, Mr. Fenton.
Hey, yeah, great show again. It's always nice to be on here and meet all these new people that I wouldn't meet otherwise. For me, August I'll be at Bubonicon here in Albuquerque, long-running sci-fi show. September I'll be with Ryan at Fan Expo Dallas. So looking forward to that. And David Sanchez, I think, is there too. So looking forward to that as well. Other than that, still just writing, working on new stuff. So again, thanks for always having me. It's always a good time.
Oh, you're not even have. You're part of the show. You're one of the originals. What about the book you're pimping? What's going on? What's the name of that book?
So Merciless had a good run at San Diego. I think Alex sold out of everything that he had.
Guys, that is a great read.
Absolute Batman homage, but yeah, so we jumped on that train and sold out. Primo Comics was the one that was that did the San Diego exclusive for us. So working on issue 2 now. So
yeah, it's good stuff, man. What's up, Cinema Chan? Appreciate you, pal. While you're here, go ahead and subscribe, or I will pull your toes while you sleep. All right, who's next? Who do we got? Oh, Ryan. Let's go with Ryan. What do you got? Where are you going? Where are you appearing?
Let's see. Yeah, I'll be at Fan Expo Dallas in September, New York City Comic Con in October, Motor City in Detroit in November. Other than that, we're just pushing covers, man. We got a lot of cool exclusives coming out through PCB Hobby, and already setting up some FOC stuff with like Dark Horse for next year, so that should be interesting. A lot of crazy things are about to head up.
Nice. Yeah. So stay tuned, and if you guys don't know, and if you like the bearded wonder here, he's like a secret co-host of the show. What he's out of he's a pop-up, but don't forget to see him and a couple of the artist buddies on the Artist Scribe show, August 11th. That'll be our next show. All right, let's go, Greg. What is your next show? Where can we find you and all that good stuff?
Man, make me feel like I got to plan stuff now.
Yeah, you do.
Real quick before Greg goes, I think that poster behind him's like tens of thousands of dollars. I just wanted to point that out.
Thanks,
the Uncle Sam one? Is it really?
Yes. I'm pretty sure it is, right, Greg? That's original, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. Dude, crazy. I'd always wanted it, and all of a sudden I had two of them. I ended up selling the other one.
Two of them?
All right, go, Greg. I don't
this guy.
This was the better copy. You know what, man? Yeah, I don't have a show scheduled yet. I've been doing a monthly show with Elite, so we'll do it again. I just got through this. My daughter's going to be a senior in high school. She's a big basketball player, so we just finished her AAU journey this past weekend in Chicago. So that's kind of done. Now we're probably just going to take a little vacation or time off the next couple of weeks. I gotta work on these 2 collections I just got. I'm excited to get those out and get people a chance to buy some of these cool books. There's some stuff in there that, like I said, I've never seen, so I'm excited to offer it up. But yeah, it'll probably be 3rd week of August, I would say. David and I have been doing a little bit more pop-up too, so probably going to try to do 2 shows a month going forward versus the one I've been doing with Elite. Probably do Elite and then a pop-up on our own. So we'll get more info out on that. We'll get it out on Instagram. But yeah, I would say probably 3rd week of August, maybe the last week of August, and then keep you updated as we go.
Do you have a bed for David, Greg, at your place?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. No, it smells like farts. That's good for a chef, man.
No, hey guys, I really appreciate you guys having me on, man. What a great group of people. Ish, great meeting you. Kincaid, all you guys are class acts. So
I thought you said great people, group of people ish. Like kind of.
No.
Get with it, man. Get with it. We all knew what he said.
He said a great group of people and ish.
I don't know if Greg got in here, but that's fine. It's otherwise.
Greg, if you had really did have a good time, trust me, it won't be the last time because I'm planning on having as I call them, my golden oldies. I'm planning on having a pre-coach show again with Cold Blue and Crime City and I'm bringing I'm bringing 4 corners in. I would love to bring you in as well as that because you're also you like that kind of stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the guy that we're still wondering how the fuck he got here. Kevin?
The hate, Kevin. The hate.
Well, as you know, I just kind of wing it. I don't really ever do anything or go anywhere unless it's last minute. But honestly, I think it's kind of picking up traction because when I was at SDCC, the first time I ever did the whole streaming thing was at OAX. And I kind of just on a whim was like, you know what, I'm going to stream. And I ended up spending like 25 grand of my own money and buying people things. And then I was like, well, I guess I'll do it again at SDCC. And I spent way more. I would say the next show I'm going to, though I don't know if I've never been, is the Collector Summit in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is, one of my buddies I was actually talking to Greg. Was it Greg? No, it was a different buddy. Are you going to that, Greg?
I think so. James just was hitting Code Blue was asking me about it the other day. So
okay.
I'm going to try.
So I had another buddy that was asking me, oh, how's that show? And I was like, I have no idea. I've never been. And my comment to him was, my guess is it's equal parts douchebags and cool people. So I said, come and we'll laugh at the douchebags.
That's like this show. That's the show, basically.
So that is going to be, I am going to that show. That's in September. I have no idea if there's going to be stuff for sale. I don't know if it's just a bunch of collectors getting together, swinging dicks. I have no idea what it is.
Like trading and stuff, I think, or at least I have one line of it. I don't know. But yeah.
I don't know. So I am doing that. But when I was at SDCC, I think it's starting to get traction where a lot of these old school dealers are like, dude, what's happening right now? Like, I just, that guy he sold $10,000 in 15 minutes. And some of these guys don't even have an IG account or a social media presence. And I was like, yeah, dude, we've been doing this. My guess is it's going to start picking up traction where we have variety. To Anthony's absolute demise, like I think he's going to absolutely hate that I have other people on, but I like to just show variety. Like I have no loyalty to any one person. If I can get artists on, I'll get them on. If I can get dealers on, I'll get them on. The whole idea is to get as much exposure to as many people, to all the different people who have stuff to sell. So I've talked to Dave Palumbo, he said he was open to it. Tony Moy, who I love. Ryan, have you met Tony Moy? Do you know his
I
work?
love Tony.
Dude,
I love Tony.
his stuff. So in my opinion, his stuff is like vastly undervalued for what you get, like the amount of detail.
How he can watercolor like that so fast, I have no idea.
It's unbelievable. And I told him, I was like, dude, if you come on IG, I think you're going to sell a shit ton. So I'm trying to line up artists. That's my part. But there's Anthony, obviously, we're doing that at least once every other week. I'm trying to get Romita Man, who, by gosh, dude, what a freaking wall that dude has.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's always going to be shows, probably once a week at a minimum. If Ryan ever agrees to come on, you know, when
I know.
We'll get him on. You know, I'm a one, so you know, maybe one day I'll get someone as famous as Ryan on the show. That would be a huge. That would be a huge come up in my world. You know,
we'll make it happen.
But don't worry, Kevin. Someday you'll be a real.
No, I already got an idea.
Is that the Academy Award music I hear in the background?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll be honest with you. Since Greg threw me under the bus, I'm really just trying to talk as long as I can because he texted me and said, "How long is this fucking thing?" So my goal here was to just keep on talking until he said something.
Now, Greg,
I need more chips.
Greg, that answer, Greg. You're no longer back on the show. I take back everything I said. Ish, what? All right, man. Bring it on, man.
I mean, where to begin? So first of all, I got to tell you, these shows are fire every week. You guys are in for a treat. We come on every week. We blow the smoke. Y'all get the fire. Y'all get the flame. Y'all get the fire. Shout out to Caesar for bringing this show to y'all every week, putting together. And I say this in all sincerity, right? We don't like people. You're not going to be on this show if we don't think that you're dope, if you're not a genuine, if you're not genuine people. We're Caesar, myself, Dan especially, not so much Mark, because Mark is always a gentleman and a scholar, but we're going to call it out. Like, you're not going to make it. You don't make it to the Real Dracula's Wolf podcast if one of us doesn't think you are a genuine person and have something genuine to bring to this community, because that's what we're about. Really appreciate having Kevin on the show. I need y'all to go follow him. Peep the scroll at the bottom. Go follow him. He said some things that resonate with me, and they should resonate with you. He's not in it for the money. He's in it to help people out, to help artists out, to help people get good deals on dope OA. Peep the scroll at the bottom of your screen and follow him. These are the type of people in this industry that you want to follow. You want to know they're not going to take advantage of you. They're going to work to your advantage. So do that. Greg, did you see The Warehouse? Did you see it? Did you hear what Greg said? I don't want to put Greg out there because I want these people like him, people like Kevin, to be successful. But you hear what he said? More often than not, he loses money. Did you read the comments? Did you see what people had to say about what this man brings to this community? Go back and read them. Nothing but glowing reviews about Greg and Kevin. It's always a pleasure being on here with Dan every week. Follow Dan at Tree City Comics, The Underground. Mrs. Wooters is on here. I need y'all to go follow the Comic Underground. I need y'all to participate in that show. Y'all can raise money to help her out. I don't know what's going on with her, but she's a fan of the show. She's a friend of the show. She's a friend of the community. Dan is vouching for her. So I need y'all to go do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, really, go do that. Go follow the Comic Underground. Go support that show. Go help her out. She followed. She subscribed. She's been commenting. This is what this community does. We come together. We help each other out. So let's do that. Shout out to Dan. Check Dan out on his Instagram, Tree City Comics. You can get his wit and his witticisms. He underplays himself. He does really dope reviews. They're very witty. Every week he shows you what he's buying. He posts pictures of it. He writes all of the credit, little write-up about it. It's really dope. What he does is he tries to get people to engage in this community every week. He's on the Comics Underground every week. They have a dope show as well. Mark, Merciless. What are we doing? Have y'all bought his book? Have you read his book? If you haven't read his book, follow Mark on Instagram. Support him. Every week we bring to these shows. Support this guy. Go find Merciless. It is dope. I'm telling you, it's dope because I read it. Because I happen to be cool with this dude. So he posted in our group chat, and we get to read the stuff. And it's fire. Ryan.
Phenomenal.
I feel like Ryan is my bro from another mo.
Yup.
Listen. Ryan just did his first Marvel joint. It's fire. I just saw some stuff that's coming up. Listen, y'all not going to be ready. When I tell you you're not going to be ready, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to be ready. And you're going to come back to me in a couple months and you'll be like, yo, Ish, I wasn't ready. You are. You like, yo, I was not ready for that. You were serious. You thought y'all saw some dope sketch covers. We just saw some stuff backstage. Not for play. Absolutely not for play. Last but not least, my name is Issue X. I'm the Robin Hood of the unfair market, and I am that dude. I am the owner and I am the proprietor of Comic Sense. You can find me on Instagram at COMIXSENSE. You can find me on Facebook at the same name. And my goal, similarly with some of the other people we've had on this show today, is to bring you the best value, the full-fledged middle finger, all of the smoke, war with the unfair market. Period, point, and blank. There's that.
Okay, cool. So this is the part where I read a couple of scriptures.
Poor Greg.
I want Greg. I want Greg
30 minutes ago.
Greg's in the middle of eating his hat.
This is what 56 does.
Greg's not even here anymore. It's a cardboard cutout.
I turned 51.
I put that ASM in front
and
of
I need to stay super lively.
Oh man, no, listen. Great show. Thank you, everybody. Yeah. Good. Oh, Greg, you're funny, man. Listen, what a debut for Greg to be on the podcast. Kevin, we have you back, brother. You're always welcome to come back, and we love you, man.
Hey, so 10 more questions real quick. Greg, no.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. So, we didn't even touch a lot of the stuff we would want to talk about. So I don't know, Greg, you'll come back, man. We'll bring you back. Okay, very good. So here we go. So August 11th, the Artist Gripe Show.
Artist Talk Back.
Artist Talk Back. Part 2.
Thank
you, everybody.
Be there, guys. Be there.
I know. Here we go.
Everybody, thank you so much for subscribing. We're at 111 subscribers. We were at 80. We were in the 80s before the show started.
Good job.
You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much. Let's just keep this growing. And I like to be the podcast for the people of IG, and because I bring a lot of my IG friends on here, and you know why? Because they're just cool as shit. So that being said, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Marion of the podcast market.
I am the Maid Marian of I am the Friar Tuck because I'm just fucking fat. All right, here we go, guys. See you in 2 weeks, and remember, as I always say, don't be a douche. And we'll catch you later.
All right.
Peace out.